back to the Rare Element Sports Card Podcast, brought to you by the Denver Card Shows. My name is A. Aaron. I'm here with my boy Jeremy. What is going on, my brother?
None, kicking it, chilling, sipping.
Sipping on the Modelo Limon y Sal. If you haven't tried these, they're not like your typical Modelo. They got a little lime flavor to them, and they are fucking fantastic. I could probably drink about 86 of these.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good.
Like Bud Light Lime, but like bomb.
But like better. And I don't mind Bud Light Lime. It's pretty solid.
I've had them a couple times. Yeah,
I used to play golf a lot, and I would do it'd be hot summer day.
Daytime beer.
Oh, they were so good.
Oh, you know what's a great daytime beer is Line and Kugels.
Oh, those are
shandies.
Yep, that is a really good summertime daytime.
Alternate those with the Coors Light.
Yeah,
they give me a little heartburn. They're a little sweet and a little heartburny.
Yeah, they're good though. They're good as fuck. I had one at Applebee's of all places for the first time, and I was like, "That's good."
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, and
that's 4th of July shit.
Mm-hmm. And I don't normally take like recommendations from waiters usually, and the waiter's like, "You got to try this," and I was like, "I don't know, bro." And then I fucking hit it, and I was like, "That's pretty damn good, pretty good."
Yeah,
Lining Kugels. I even like saying it. Linies.
They had a grapefruit one that was bomb, but I don't know if they make it anymore.
I like grapefruit flavored shit.
Me too. Like Squirt and shit.
Squirt. Fuck yeah, dude. Squirt.
Squirt. Squirt. But just kidding. That piss is disgusting. But
and the soda pop too.
Yeah. Yeah. No. There was something else that was grapefruit. There was like a grapefruit version of that Bird Dog whiskey.
Oh, really?
Not delicious.
No. Not as good as a peanut butter.
Yeah.
I think there's still some of that at my apartment left in that bottle. I might have to bring it. We can have a little
flashback,
like a throwback to the early days of the pod.
Yeah.
That's
the first thing I think we ever had, like that we sipped. I think. I don't know.
No, I think it is. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is actually. Yeah, and it's the same bottle. Yeah, same bottle. It's been chilling. But yeah, I'll bring it for nostalgia's sake. But you want to jump into the pod, my brother?
I do.
All right. So our podcast is made up of 3 elements. The first element is cardboard, which is sports card news. The second element this week is a little hustle. Whoa, that came out loud as fuck.
A little bit loud. I'm like, oh.
That's better. And we're going to finish it up with some sports. But you ready to rip that motherfucking shit, dog?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you want to rip some packs, or did you want to just jump in?
No, let's do it.
Let's rip some
Next
packs.
week, I'm gonna get something fucking a little bit dope. I know I've said that a couple times, but I've been super crazy at work. I know nobody wants to hear me cry about that shit, but yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Actually, some of you have heard me cry about it because I've talked to a couple of people that I know listen on NDMs and shit. So yeah,
it's all good, dog.
Oh, here we go. Something good. Come on.
Mike Singletary. Oh, Neil Smith, Bronco Super Bowl winner there.
Word.
I don't acknowledge him.
That had to burn the Chiefs fans.
Oh, it had to. It had to.
You know what? I told her the other day. I said the girl I was talking to about this Chiefs fan earlier. Sorry, pre-pod. Only Chief I'll acknowledge is Derek Thomas.
Oh, right.
I take that back. I will acknowledge
Neil Smith.
Smith as well.
Yeah. Neil Smith and Derek Thomas. Those are 2 good ones.
My bad.
Andre Reed. Nothing.
Christian Okoye, that's kind of cute.
Oh, yeah.
That I might even have been his rookie year. Actually, I think it was. He didn't have an 89 card.
I think he did.
89?
I think he did. I think it was even 88.
Oh, you right.
Yeah.
You right, dog. You right.
Walter Stanley.
You are correct. It was the super rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Same year as Bo Jackson.
Yep, same year as Bo. That was a terrible pack.
I was about to say, bro, I got a Bronco, Simon Fletcher, so.
Dude, super underrated Bronco.
Oh, for real.
Simon Fletcher had a lot of sacks, bro. He was a beast on the end and fucking never got any flowers, dude. I think he made 1 Pro Bowl, I think.
Man, that was like barely worth even opening that one. I mean, and that's bro said. What?
Yeah, that pack was pretty bad.
Yeah, barely even mentionable.
Right.
Well, we'll get through it. We'll figure some shit out.
We'll find something.
Cool. I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna get a hobby box soon. Next time I do just a little blaster action or something. But pretty soon we get a little hobby box.
Okay.
That way, at least eventually we're gonna hit this little auto. Something little one of them $5 autos.
You're the king of $5 autos. King. But you want to dive on in?
Yep.
All right. So our first topic this week under the cardboard element is about Panini. Looks like a bunch of Panini employees. I'm from what I'm hearing, upwards of 15 to 20 now have quit. Like not even like put notice and just like fucking straight quit.
Wow.
And the majority of them are getting hired on with Fanatics. Fanatics is opening a new building in Dallas, and they're like have just like I want to say it was like 130 job openings that they're hiring for. So they're just like scalping fucking Panini's employees and bringing them over. It's kind of like I don't know for sure, but it seems like to me like a kind of like a hostile takeover type of situation. Like this is what I heard. Okay, I read an article today. I can't remember the name of the blog, but the gentleman had spoken to a bunch of Panini employees and a bunch of Fanatics employees, and apparently they fucking wanted to make the deal that they had, and the deal fell through because there was some wording in the language that Fanatics tried to sneak in there at the last minute to like protect him from like the redemption situation, like the lawsuit that they had going on with that. They're like, if this shit comes back, then we don't want to be liable. We want it to fall on your head. And Panini's like, no, if you're going to buy it, you're going to buy the troubles and everything. So like, that's how the deal kind of fell apart. So then Fanatics was like, yo, now we're going to, if you're not going to sell to us, then we're just going to cut your legs out. So they started, they bought the not the distributor, but the manufacturer that Panini used to make cards. So like, if you remember, like back in November, December, there were no sets coming out from Panini, nothing. And they pushed everything back. And there was like a good month and a half where they weren't putting out anything. I guess apparently Fanatics said, well, we'll just buy your manufacturer now. So now Fanatics was like, we're throwing fucking haymakers at them.
Wow.
So that happened. So now they were scrambling to try to get their sets out and trying to like find someone that could print for them. And they had another deal that was kind of going on about Panini getting bought out again just recently, and then that fell through. So
did Panini have to switch manufacturers during all this, and that's why all their cards have been falling apart and shit like that?
Mm-hmm. That's why their quality assurance has been fucking shit. That's why they've been pushing back sets.
Worse than ever. I mean, it always sucked, but
right, it's always been pretty shitty. Yeah, you're right. But like,
wow,
yeah. So apparently that's what's going on.
Panini sucks. Wow.
So that being said, now after the Mint Collective, apparently like Fanatics sat down with a bunch of high-level Panini employees. They had like dinners and had like meetings with them, and all of a sudden they're all fucking quitting and not giving notice quitting. They're just like quitting.
They actually like took them out to dinner and shit. Son, damn.
Yep. And this
is fucked up.
Right. And this is all speculative. The blog that I read, and I fucking forgot to write it down, but I'll put it in the show notes. I'll pencil that in. But it was really informative, and he talked to people in the know, and apparently that's kind of what's going on, dog. So
I mean, that makes more sense than just about any rumor I've ever heard.
Right.
So far.
100%. So now they've been sniping their fucking employees, and major people, like people that are involved in like designing the cards and like putting out the sets and doing all that, and as well as like high executives as well. So they were kind of running on a skeleton crew as it was, and now they're like fucked.
Fucking Fanatics is like the mob, son.
Right?
They fucking took over Topps too. They went and bought everything underneath, and then Topps ain't gonna have anything in a couple years, so I guess we'll just buy your fucking shit now.
I guess we'll just buy you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tried to buy them at first, right? And then they didn't go through, so then they just went and bought all the licensing instead.
Mm-hmm. They had like the deal going, and like, so apparently Fanatics is going in hard, dude. Hard.
They got fucking.
They got fuck you money. You know what I mean? They have so much money.
Well,
they could kind of do whatever they want, you know?
All those fucking deals with the fucking leagues, bro.
Right. And they have deals with the leagues. They have deals with the players associations, like the players unions. Yeah.
Even for all their gear, bro. They man, dude. I did not realize how much of the gear that's sold actually must be coming through them, bro.
It's got to be a majority, you know.
Has to be.
Lion's share of it for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. So, that being said, what do you think about Fanatics trying to chop him down like that? Do you think they're trying to chop him down to buy him, or do you think they're just like going to try to cripple him out completely? Or
Well, I don't know. I've always kind of said that I don't feel like they needed to buy them. Really, all you gotta do is buy like all the old fucking Donruss slash Leaf shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much people are really gonna care about that stuff in a few years. We'll see. I mean, everybody missed Tops, obviously, but they got over it.
right,
You know, pretty quickly.
right.
So
It's I guess it boils down to how much people want Prism and how much people want Optic, and they want that rated rookie thing, and you know what I mean. I kind of guess it depends on that. But even eventually, like even if they don't end up getting that, people will get over it and they'll start just like, we have Topps Chrome, so this is kind of what we're doing. I don't know, dude. Do you think that Panini's going to be able to hang on, dude? Do you think they're going to be able to do
I
anything?
mean, if they downsized and just focused on like their you know, the few things that they have, the not top 4 sports, I guess. You know,
Yeah, they would
let Fanatics have those big 4 and try and pick away at everything else best they can.
try and just like be the new Leaf, I guess.
Fight with Leaf, yeah.
You know?
Fucking try and rub them out.
Yeah.
Go buy the pro set shit off of Leaf. Honestly, fucking Fanatics. I mean, Panini could probably make cooler pro set cards than Leaf.
Yeah, probably. They probably could. But once, see, the thing
And
is,
even at that, all it is the old 89 design and the tiny little thing that says pro set. That's all it is.
that's all it is. Dude, so the thing about it is once Fanatics like takes completely over of the licensing of those big 3, I mean, Panini won't even be able to make unlicensed cards because they have like the deal with the players union.
Yeah,
And so those are the players' names. So at that point, they can't even do that. So they'll be stuck doing like
Just
UFC
and WWE
and whatever they have left over
and shit. I mean, they even Tops has Garbage Pail Kids and fucking Star Wars and
Right. They have stranglehold on most things.
the only thing they don't have is Pokemon,
Hockey.
and that's it. UFC, WWE, golf. Is there any fucking
No, I think they
regularly put out golf cards at all?
didn't they just sign a thing with to put out golf cards?
That was tennis we were talking about, but
It was tennis.
I don't know. I haven't heard about any like golf actual by the big companies. There's like the Goodwins where they'll have like some golf cards, but
That was golf. That was tennis.
maybe there was a golf set that came out a while back.
Huh.
I don't know. I can't remember it being by.
I can't remember who it was by. Upper Deck. I know they put out golf cards. They have Tiger Woods. They have him like his autograph rights sewn up. So I know they put his shit in
They
there.
put him in like Goodwin and stuff like that, but I don't know if they actually have a hockey set. I mean,
Golf set.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I've seen some cards. Like I've seen Bryson Chambeau and a couple of other cards. Good old Christian at the House of Cards in Castle Rock. He had a really nice Jordan Spieth auto. So and I'm not sure who
They put out
who
a
put
few
it
years
out.
of him of Upper Deck for sure. I mean, this was a while back. I don't know how often or how long they have.
If they like put an annual set out or something. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, Tiger Woods rookie is a
That's
Upper
Upper
Deck,
Deck
so.
card. Yeah.
I don't know.
Man, so did you I guess it all boils down to how much people want the Panini IP. You know, do you think it's going to be something that people are really going to be wanting and chasing? I mean, people that like collect Prism Golds like really fucking jerk off to that shit.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe, and that's quite possible. It ain't. I could give a fuck, but I'm obviously just one person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say I could give a fuck, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Really, about most of that shit. The only ones that I would like to see continue would be the OG brands, like I said. The
Like
Donruss Leaf shit that they have, all the way up to National Treasures.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I would like to see Select.
certified
Select.
Well, Select is Select straight up Panini. No, that was
That was a Donruss insert, wasn't it?
No, it was. I think it was Donruss Select was the original brand.
Yeah. So yeah, that would qualify.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they would ever give that up. If I mean, they've gotten close to selling the entire company.
Obviously, yeah.
So you'd think that they would.
But were they selling the company because they, or were they just trying to get out from the under the
Under the bullshit.
yeah, the legal shit?
Mm-hmm. That might have been a big reason why they were trying to get out. That's probably why the deal fell apart, because Fanatics is like, well, we don't want to deal with your legal bullshit from you sucking for so long.
Yeah.
And then Panini was like, well, we kind of want to get out from under that bullshit, and that's kind of why we want to do this. That makes sense. That would make a ton of sense. It's like, here, it's your headache now.
Yeah.
Damn. So, Michael Rubin's kind of a gangster, bro.
A little bit.
A little bit. He's not just giving people Devin Booker FaceTimes. He's fucking behind the scenes. He's fucking
leaving fucking dead horse heads in people's beds and shit.
Because I'll drop that motherfucker.
Yep.
Crazy, man.
Crazy. But we shall see what happens, man. It's going to be interesting to see, like, kind of what goes on between those two. Fanatics also, even there was a rumor, somebody tweeted out that Fanatics is going to be releasing basketball cards by the end of this year. I don't know how much validity there was in that, as well as, like, if it's licensed stuff or what the fuck. So I don't know, man. There's a bunch of shit going on behind the scenes that
I mean, it's just gonna, if they really, really want it, it's just gonna get easier and easier the longer they wait. It's gonna get cheaper and cheaper. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So
Damn.
they're probably not in a rush.
Fanatics definitely isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll bring you prison in 3 or 4 years when we can get it fucking for next to nothing.
Right. Right. And it will be at this point. I mean, they're paying all the Panini fucking.
And then at that point, they can fill out the hobby and see if it's even worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they'll actually pull the hobby, unlike Beckett said they did. They did afterward. Did you see that they sent out emails to everybody? Yeah, they're like, what should we do?
Yeah, they pulled fucking the hobby the way that fucking Family Feud pulls America, bro.
Survey says.
Yeah. We asked 100 random people.
We asked 100 random card collectors. Do you like Prism?
They all happen to be in the exact same room and sitting at our fucking chair table.
Right.
If they thought our idea was a good idea.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, boss. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me, boss. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude. It's getting wild. It's getting wacky. I also heard on Let Me Get That Potograph. They did their latest episode, and they were talking with people from Beckett, apparently. And a couple of the gentlemen, or one of the gentlemen on there has, like, relationships with a few people that work at Beckett. And apparently there's a power struggle going on there. There's, like, people that are in the hobby, kind of, like, that have been there for a while and kind of understand. And they were fighting that fucking Beckett grading scale change tooth and nail. And, like, the new people, the new CEO, apparently, and all these new folks that they brought in were like, nope, we're doing it. We don't give a fuck. And there's been, like, a power struggle there as well. So they're like...
So it was sabotage.
I don't know.
No, I'm just joking. They were pissed off, and whoever was supposed to make the sign fucking put all them 9.5s on there.
It was sabotage. Right. They put it up there on purpose.
Internal sabotage.
Like, Gem knew the true Gem.
I'll show that fucking cocksucker.
Motherfucker.
You motherfucker, you.
You wanna fucking not listen to my idea? How about this, bitch? So apparently there's trouble in Beckett land, dude.
Yeah, well, and they've been around so long that it's probably like a transfer of power type situation right now, and that's kind of fucking shit's always fucked up for a company,
Yeah.
It's hard. The new people coming in think they know everything, and they don't want to listen to the old people. And the old people are like, "We've done it like this forever. New shit is stupid."
Right.
You know, and they're both right and wrong.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But with the hobby, it's kind of different though, because like what goes in the hobby doesn't go usually in most corporate type of situations.
Yeah.
And the hobby, like hobbyists that like buy cards and grade cards, they're very picky about what they like and what they don't like. And a lot of those old heads know that. A lot of the new heads are like, no, this is what worked at Google. This worked at fucking wherever I came from.
It's StockX.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's just a little different, bro. The hobby's just a little different. So there's going to be some growing pains. And hopefully they pull it together, bro. Because, like I said, I love Beckett. I love him. I want him to do well. I don't want him to fucking fall apart. That would suck.
Yeah, you're selling a collectible, so that's always weird. It's not something that is always worth exactly what it was, you know, or there's no particular the exact market. Yeah, we go by comps, but that's just a starting point. I always say that. Yeah, I mean that's going to be your best bet to probably sell it close to that, but you don't have to fucking sell it for fucking whatever the fuck you want. You know?
Yeah.
And some people do, and some people don't. You know.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but sometimes you'll see somebody who just really wants something, they'll pay extra. They want that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough if it's sitting in a Beckett slab anymore, because the turmoil and like we're gonna do this, psych, no we're not. We're gonna do this, psych, no we're not. Like, it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough to regain like that relevance, you know, that hobby relevance, as well as like the secondary market prices, because they're probably like, I'm sure they've been going down. I haven't really checked since like the Mint Collective situation, but I'm sure they're not rising.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and there's a lot of people that have some big cards in Beckett slabs, bro, and fucking taking a hit on that would leave a bad taste in anyone's mouth, really.
Yeah.
Huh. It's a cool time for the hobby, though, honestly. Like, there's so much stuff up in the air and so many things that could change and be different.
Keeps everything interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Gives us shit to talk about, for sure.
Word up.
But, I don't know. We'll move on, dude. We'll move on from that. We'll move on to our second topic under the cardboard this week, and it's this upcoming Saturday is National Hockey Card Day. Apparently, like Upper Deck sends out packs and like kind of like what Topps and Panini does for National Card Days and stuff. They send packs to hobby stores and stuff like that. They're putting out a commemorative set for hobby shops this year. And I don't know, dude. Like, what are your thoughts on these, like, National Hockey Day situations or like these National Card Day things?
I think it's cool, but it sucks because it gets taken advantage of. Sometimes the hobby shops don't give them out the way they're supposed to, or they end up selling them. Most of the time, what's in them really ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes there's some cool stuff, but
do those cards get any love? Like,
yeah, that's the other thing too. Is for the most part, they're kind of considered a freebie or whatever, and so you didn't buy it, so it gets less. It's obviously worth less. I wouldn't say no love, but it's worth less for sure. It's in the same realm with like the instant type stuff and stuff.
Right.
I think, you
Gotcha.
know, like,
yeah.
Maybe not quite in that because it is still pack pulled and it's still random. The instant you're just literally going and buying the one you want.
Right. It does make it different for sure.
But it was like free or like, you know, so people are like, I don't know. But there's some cool stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
The designs are usually a little less fancier. The cardstock's usually pretty flimsy, you know, like base paper.
Right. Right. They don't usually put like the dope, like 130 point type of cards and shit.
Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing anything like mem or anything like that. And you'll find an occasional autograph sometimes, probably. Or
Yeah.
maybe numbered card. I don't know, but nothing. I mean, it's like I think most people consider it to be a notch under flagship.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like a touch below that.
Yeah.
And like, do a lot of hobby shops, like I remember you saying in the past, like a lot of hobby shops kind of keep them or like sell them or like,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that, bro. It's like they'll sell them on the side, and it's like I think they give. I don't know exactly. I'm not a hobby shop owner, but I know they tell them. I don't know if they're just supposed to say, you give one of these to everybody that walks in the door. You give one of these to anybody that buys something off of you. I don't know if they just say you make up the rules.
Right.
Because if they do, that's kind of shitty.
Right.
You know, and I've seen different hobby stores do different things. I've seen it where everybody walks in the door and gets a pack. I've seen it where you have to spend $100. I've seen it where you're any purchase. I've seen it where you have to buy a box, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So obviously they're not going to get rid of all of them if they do it that way.
Right. They'll have some leftover
And
shit.
then in there, they're going to have a stack of them, and they can just rip them. Or I'm guessing a lot of them just get ripped, dude. Especially if they're not any way to have to keep track of them, who they went to.
Right.
Fuck, why wouldn't you know?
Yeah.
Sit there and fucking rip a couple.
Still, look, I got 50 of them. What am I gonna do with them?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
So I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. What there's, you know, if they're just theirs to do what they want. But
It's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. It's cool though. I mean, the idea is cool. To,
Yeah.
like get out free cards to
Sure.
people and stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Do you buy a lot of hockey? Do you fuck with a lot of hockey?
No, I've tried a couple times. I just can't get into it, man. I've got a small stack of hockey cards that I don't know, probably worth less than $50 anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've got rid of just about any cool hockey card I had at this point now. I've got a few Gretzky's that were like $5, $10, $20. Nah, probably not even 20.
Yeah.
$5 to $10, you know. A couple of newer hockey cards that are worth about the same, but yeah, nothing. I don't know. I've tried. I got too many hobbies. I've had a hard enough time watching any sports lately with my work schedule. It's sports are on at night, and half the time I got to try and get to bed by 7 or 8 o'clock just to be able to wake up, go to work in the morning. So
Oh, dude, that's rough.
that gives me like an hour to freaking chill after work and then go to bed, wake back up. But it won't be like that for too much longer.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna have to be going to bed early. So that sucks.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
I haven't been able to really watch hardly any sports. I've been watching Sports Center every morning to try and catch up, but they still the same shit.
Yeah.
They show like fucking 5% of what happened
Right.
to the most popular teams, and
And then they show the Yankees and the Lakers.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, they do. But yeah, so not a big hockey card guy.
No, like I said, I tried, and I do want to eventually maybe get a couple of nice Avalanche cards. I would love to have a WA rookie.
No, that'd be sick.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
WA rookie, and maybe like one of the newer guys autograph McCarr or McKinnon or something like that.
Yeah.
Just cheaper auto or something would be cool. I don't need anything.
Too outrageous.
Nah.
Yeah.
But a WA rookie in a fairly high grade would be cool.
That'd be dope.
OPG would be really dope.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've tried and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go raid Paul the Hockey Guy's table.
Yeah.
Too Many to Keep. I think his card
Yeah.
name is Too Many to Keep. Yeah, he has some nice hockey stuff at his table.
I was thinking about taking my little box over there and just telling him, give me a card for all this, anything, pick a card.
Yeah.
Give me a collab card for this.
Right.
$20 card or something. I
He
don't know.
probably would too.
Yeah, I should have done it when my box had more value to it, but
Yeah,
that's all right.
for sure. So, the hockey card market has taken less of a toll than any of the other major sports. Why do you think that is, dude?
Probably because it didn't go up as much as everything else too. But I don't know. You know, I know it didn't. I know everything went up, but
Everything, yeah, it did go pretty high. Like Gretzky stuff and like some of those like Grail cards went crazy, but
yeah,
I don't know if like
the average hockey card wasn't overly.
going insane. Yeah,
Definitely not the way basketball and football did for sure.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Basketball, especially, we went nuts, and football did too. But it's come down, but not as hard as basketball has come down. Basketball's crashing through the floor. Yeah, that makes sense. That why the hockey stuff didn't come down so far.
Yeah, and the people that do collect it respect it, and they kind of maintain the value that way.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
there's less of it produced, way less produced. So it's actually rarer, I guess.
That's true.
But with less people after it, how much does that matter? I don't know.
Do you think hockey's due, bro, for like a renaissance?
Well, I thought that about a year ago, and that's when I kind of started trying to pick up a few nice hockey cards, and I had a couple cool ones.
Yeah.
I had a couple cool autographs, and I had the Lemieux rookie, and you know, some cool shit. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I like, and the thing I was hearing like a year ago was that they had just signed a deal to make it easier to watch on TV, and there's going to be more games on ESPN. And
Yeah,
blah 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 blah.
yeah.
Blah. And that didn't seem to have overly affect it last year, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know there was a rise in interest here in Colorado because we had the Stanley Cup champs. So I've seen a lot more Avalanche cards at people's tables at shows here.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen not like to the level of football or anything like that.
Not even close.
But the thing about it is there's a bunch of really good hockey superstars right now, like Connor McDavid and McKinnon and Lafreniere, and there's a Kirill Kaprizov. There's a bunch of really good young guys coming up. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a good time for hockey cards to keep going and see. We'll see. Keep an eye on it.
I've heard more and more people talking about it and posting about it and stuff too, I guess. I've heard a couple of those names that you just mentioned, but I don't know. Kind of lost my train of thought. My bad.
It's all good, dog. I lose my train of thought all the fucking time. Mid sentence,
The thing I was gonna say was what kind of trips me out about hockey cards is the young guns.
Right.
Like, why are they so valuable? Like, they're not overly rare. They're not numbered. They're not.
They're kind of base card ish. They're like.
It is basically a base card. It's part of the set, right? I don't think it's separate numbered.
They're like kind of like inserts, I would say.
What is the numbering? Just a number, or is it like?
I'm not sure.
Is it YG7 or you know what I mean? Like a.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure
that's a good,
it used to
good
always
question.
The original upper deck was always just part of the set, but I don't know anymore.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd have to look, but I know that they like advertise on their boxes like
so many
two young guns per blaster, or like.
But that's kind of the same way they would put
like
so many
silvers or something.
So many rookies per box. Like sometimes Panini will advertise like that: 2 rookies, a silver, and this per pack.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. True.
Kind of the same deal.
True. I think like the hobby boxes of that upper deck series 1 and 2, I think there's like 8 in a box. I bought a box at Mike's and I think it was 8. So there's like a finite number of them. So they're shorter printed than the base sets, but they're not like crazy short print.
I think it's considered to be part of the set, but it's like short printed, kind of the way the higher numbered of select would be, or
right, like
you know what I mean?
a premier level of select or something. Yeah, for sure.
And it still has a number as part of the set. But yeah, I think that's probably
that sounds right.
Yeah,
I have to look into it though, but it sounds right.
So they probably are like SP-ish at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shorter print than the actual base set. Like, yeah.
But but there's still a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime
seems like it. Yeah.
Anytime you want to look up one and try to find like a Nathan McKinnon, there's always some available.
Yeah.
Even raw, you can even find him raw still.
Yeah.
And his rookie year was like 2013, 14.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. But that's kind of cool though. I do kind of like that about hockey is that the young guns do hold that value like that, and that they're not crazy hard to get.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool that there's something that you could like easily pull, easily get, and still do all right with some of that.
Yeah.
And those Series 1 and Series 2 boxes are pretty cheap. They're not expensive at all.
Not usually, yeah.
I think I bought that one at Mike's for like $80. It wasn't terrible. I pulled a Kaprizov too, so it was dope. That's a $100 card. Well, it was then. Now it's probably like an $80 card, but at that time it's like 100, 125. And he got hurt, so this year kind of dipped a little, but he's another monster, dude. He's good. He's good. So we'll see, dude. We'll keep an eyeball on the hockey market. I've been kind of interested. I've been with the Avalanche doing so well.
Yeah.
I've been kind of like fair weather fanning it a little and looking at it a little more than I normally had.
No, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's how shit fucking catches on.
Yeah, and I hope it does because hockey is a cool sport. It's fun to watch. It's exciting. In person, it's fucking amazing. So, and hockey fans are fanatical.
Yeah.
Like they are fucking real deal fans. They go hard. They go hard for sure.
Hockey hooligans.
And they could drink. They could put them away. But we'll move on, dude. We'll move on to our third topic under the cardboard this week. It is about the All Seas show. We're going to do a little recap. Jeremy and I rolled up there this weekend and checked out the All Seas card show at the Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. And it was cool, man. It was a cool venue. It was a lot of fun. How was the show for you?
Yeah, it was fun. I was in a rush. I had to fucking work, crybaby, fucking cry about work again. No, I only was able to. I was supposed to be out at about 12. I ended up hanging out in the show till about 12:30. Hung out front and ended up getting me a sandwich from one of the food trucks that was, it's just aight. But everything else was cool. Saw some of the cool homies like always. Got to try and say a quick what's up to everybody. Got to meet R2D2 and shit, son.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Did you actually go check it out?
I did. Yeah.
I know he was annoying the fuck out of Dave B.
It was funny, dude. I was nerding out on it. I was like, "That's fucking cool," and he's like, "It's not so cool when it's all fucking day."
He's like, "Fuck that thing."
I'm about ready to kick that can.
And of course, I picked up a couple of really cool cards, bro. And I don't know. I guess you could call this. It's not really memorabilia, but this is fucking super fucking cool. So it's a lot to explain. This is first day issue envelope with the Jim Thorpe stamp that you could buy and use to mail your letters at the time.
Yeah.
It was a 20-cent stamp in 1984, and I'm pretty sure the way these work was the first day they issue the stamp, they put them on envelopes and then they stamp them at the post office as though they were getting mailed that day to commemorate the stamp and mark that was the day.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a time stamp.
Right.
It's saying this day you had this stamp on here, bam,
Yeah.
And then so it's like a collectible thing like that.
Right.
So then somebody took it and they had all these different I don't know if they're quite all Hall of Fame, but they're all definitely like all-time great quarterbacks for sure. So on here you've got Len Dawson.
Oh, nice.
Sid Luckman. Fran Tarkenton.
Oh, damn, that's sick.
Let's see. I'm sorry. The Sid Luckman has been deemed secretarial. So someone who's authorized to sign his autograph signed it.
Oh, gotcha.
But all of the rest of them are legit. So let's see. It has George Blanda, Sammy Baugh, Len Dawson, Otto Graham, Sonny Jurgensen, and Roger Staubach, and Fran Tarkenton.
Oh, damn.
So, I mean,
I want to say those are all Hall of Famers.
I'm pretty sure they might all be.
Yeah.
I don't know about Sid. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things I own now, of course, most of my coolest things I own now more recently came from good old Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew!
Always taking care of the homie, man, and he gave me this for another heck of a deal.
That's so dope, dude.
Along with that, I guess it was kind of more of a, I think it was kind of a thank you, the great deal he gave me on that for the good deal that we made, and I think I came out just fine. But
It's got a Jim Thorpe stamp.
yeah, and that's what I forgot.
Yeah.
It's the Jim Thorpe stamp, and I think that Shawnee is where he was born.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah.
So the Jim Thorpe stamp was, I think it came out that day, and that was stamped at the post office where he was born.
First day of issue, that's fucking cool as
So
hell,
there's
dude.
like history to it it's like a super collectible. Like
Super awesome piece.
next to impossible to even try to like.
You can't, this is a 101.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how could you even value that really?
Right.
I love it because it has Jim Thorpe on there, and I've recently actually made a deal on a Jim Thorpe card that I'll be picking up this Saturday. Made that deal at the All Seas show.
Nice.
Actually made the deal on Facebook after the All Seas show because I had to jet on my way out the door. I saw this Jim Thorpe card that is another Grail card. All these Grail cards have been just falling into my lap over the last couple of months. And they're not gigantic, huge cards. I mean, some people might not consider them Grail cards, but to me, these are cards that I've just wanted since I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
And here's another one of them right here. This is the John Elway minor league card. So this is graded PSA 7. This is a super rare card, super hard to grade. It's basically the card stock on these old minor league cards is like, it's like the Monopoly chance cards. I mean, it's super, super thin, next to impossible to grade. I doubt there's very many, if any, 10s or even 9s.
Yeah.
Super rare card, 1982 Oñonta. I don't even know how to freaking pronounce it. Yankees, John Elway. So, pretty fucking sick.
That's dope, dude.
I wanted that card since I was a kid. So I think I have the John Elway rookie rainbow now, except for Uncle Drew was telling me about the. There's a blank back apparently, 1984 Topps that just has a blank back.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know if it was like a printing error or what, but I've got just about every Elway rookie that I've ever known. or wanted. I've got the 84 sticker. I've got the 7-Eleven cup one. I've got that. I've got the I don't even. It's awesome.
That's
And so
a dope
this
card,
I didn't
dude.
get from Uncle Drew, but he connected me to the guy who had it. So he saw the guy walk around the show with this.
Is it
like,
Steve? His name is Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, awesome dude. I got to meet Steve
Yeah,
too.
he was
he's
actually super cool.
super
and
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I couldn't really look. 130 wasn't looking, and you can't even find comps. There's not even any sold.
Yeah.
There's one sold that sold for I don't know, like $1,500, but had an autograph on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's worth. I mean, who knows, really? I mean, it's probably worth what I paid for it, but it's going in the PC right next to all the other Elway rookies and shit.
That's dope, dude.
And so this one was part of the trade for the Nikola Jokic PSA 10 2014 Serbia sticker. So that one was a pop 8. Traded this for pop 5. This is the 2000 Donruss Pen Pals. A lot of OGs know about this set. It's kind of like an iconic. One of the first sets that had the balls to go hard and do dual autos and stuff like that on card autos. So they were all dual, triple, or I think there might even be a quad on card auto, and it has all the greats, of course, Peyton Manning, Elway, Marino, and Favre, I think, on the quad. Something like that. It's not numbered, but it is a print run of only 40. And some of these, so back then they had a lot of sets that would come with a graded card in the box, and I'm pretty sure it came in a pack like that. It was almost like a box topper.
Yeah.
So it was around the same time they had like the mini helmets. You could buy a box of cards that came with a little mini helmet on the side, and you wouldn't know who it was until you opened the box. Some of them would have graded card. Actually, I think Encased does that right now for Panini.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of similar concept to that. So some of them were graded. So this is one of, I don't know. This is another one that's next to impossible to look up. No comps. It says graded series 1 of 4. I'm not even positive what that means. If this is one of only 4 of these cards that were encapsulated or not. It is a pop 5, so I don't even know. It's dual on card, Peyton Manning, John Elway, 2000. So this is before they were even associated together as Broncos.
Right.
You know, so this
2000, that was Peyton's second year, third year.
third year. So
Yeah.
dual on card. The autographs look great. They're super bold. Yeah, I can't say enough about this card. They hit it with the 8-5 corners, of course. You know, the fucking Beckett with the tough corners. But it's cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's a banger, dude.
A lot of these cards that I've been getting, like, recently when I show them to people, they're, like, the same cards that a lot of them have wanted, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're rare. You can find them. They're not overly expensive, but they're hard to get great deals on, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sick, dude.
And this is the kind of card that a lot of people build these old, hard-to-find sets. You know, they'll actually put together the entire set of these. So, find the right guy. I mean, I'm not selling it. It's not for sale. But
Right.
if I did need to sell it and I found the right guy, you could probably get a pretty penny for it.
Not for sale, not for trade.
NFS, NFT. I guess I should go post a little brag post in our Facebook group. I haven't been as active in there, but try and get some deals going. Might have to do a little giveaway. If we get that group big enough, maybe we could do a couple little breaks or something in there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
who knows?
for sure.
I ain't trying to fucking get too crazy with it, but you know, it'd be fun.
You never know.
It'd be dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those were my main pickups. I picked up some other cool shit, but as far as at the All Seas show, just hung out. I got a little bit of show and tell. I'll do afterwards. But did you bring some shit?
I did bring some shit.
I want to see what you brought.
So I made a deal with Mr. DC, and I got a Nikola Jokic National Treasures third year patch auto. And
On card, right?
yeah, it was. I got that card, made a deal, made a trade, and then that was like the only real pickup I had from the show. And I went down to Springs, and I went to John's, and I just went in there to go bullshit with Mike, and just wanted to see what was going on. And I ran into some old friends, and they were having their trade night, and I forgot. I didn't even realize it was the trade night. So I ended up hanging out and sticking around for the trade night, and I traded that Nikola Jokic card for a collection. It was probably, God, I don't know how many fucking cards. There was a lot of cards, probably like 7-8 boxes of shit. And so I traded that card straight across for that. And these are the cards that I found some of the cards I found in that collection. So this one here is a PS2. It's a Patrick Surtain. It's a wild card. This is the one that has the fingerprint and the auto.
Thumbograph.
Thumbograph.
Yeah.
It's It's not licensed, but it's a cool card. It's out of 25. It's got a little fingerprint and auto. The PS2.
Yeah, the wild card stuff looks nice.
It
It'd be
does.
nice if it had
Yeah,
logos.
it does look nice. Let's see. I fished out a Illusions Chris Olave rookie auto, and that one's out of 99. That was a pretty cool card I pulled out of there. This one, I like this one myself because I was a big fan of him. But this is a Chris Carter auto. Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's still in the sleeve. It's tight.
It was.
Top loader's just a little too big.
A little too big. It was a Chris Carter auto. But it's him and his Philadelphia Eagles uni. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Is that game used?
You know, I haven't even looked.
It looks like it has like a little fray to it.
I
Player worn used. So who knows?
Yeah,
That's
it's
Panini.
hard to know.
Out of 15, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's Eagle. That was his first team.
Yeah, that's when he got drafted with the Eagles in 89, I think it was. I think he got drafted in 89. I think he was part of that 89.
He was in the 89 set, but I think he started in 87. I mean, 88. I'm sorry. I think he played in 88, but didn't have any cards.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I fished out 2 Vladdy Guerrero X Factors.
Bam, that's good.
Those are two cool cards there.
Fucking
Let's see.
He's killed a little bit of his hype, but I think he's still pretty good.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty good this year, actually. I think he's batting over like 3 something.
Have you given him the good old eagle eye?
Yeah, those two are gonna go.
Are they?
Gonna go? Yeah,
Nice.
they're both pretty solid.
Cool.
Pretty solid. Send them out to PSA. This one here is a Johnny Damon auto, tier 1, and that guy's when he was with the Red Sox, so that's pretty cool.
Fucking
Little Johnny Damon. And this one I thought was really cool.
Are you a Johnny Damon hater being a New York Yankees guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah,
I was kinda
absolutely.
like, what the fuck's he got this card over here?
Yeah. Yeah, so.
I didn't know that makes a little more sense.
Yeah. Well, absolutely am.
Like, he bought this? Even to resell? Okay.
Like, damn. Really? But no, it's
No,
pretty
it's
cool
fucking
card.
cool, though.
Yeah.
And he was good.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was pretty good. Kind of.
Whatever.
I guess. Motherfucker.
In the same way.
I got to give him a Joe Pesci.
You motherfucker, you.
Motherfucker.
Just for being so damn good. And this one here is a Zion in-person auto. And it's kind of a weird card. I've never seen this card before. It looks like one of the score.
It looks like 88 score.
88
That's the
scores.
88 score design, yeah. 88 score baseball.
Yep. And it's an IP auto. And on the back, it has like the little 5-star grading certificate. Or 5-star. Yeah, 5-star grading. So I looked it up, and the serial number checks out, and it's legit. So it's a Zion auto.
And
So
that was in that box?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So we got that guy. That's pretty
Sorry, I
cool.
didn't mean to yoink it out of your
No,
hand.
it's all
I
good,
didn't know
though.
if you had it out of the camera or not yet.
No, yoink away.
I mean, from the ones I've seen, I'm not an expert, but it looks legit.
Yeah. He has a couple of different autos that he does. He does his whole name,
Mm-hmm.
and then I've seen that one too. I looked him up, and I was looking for that one. And I saw a few of them as well, so it looks legit.
Yeah, it's obviously a custom card, but it's cool. Sweet.
And then my favorite pickup from the show, and it was from Uncle Drew.
This fucking guy.
Fucking Uncle Drew coming through. He's a listener of the pod. We were talking about John Witherspoon, and he had picked this guy up, and it's a index card signed by John Witherspoon, and it's Beckett authenticated, and it's fucking cool as shit. Like, this card will never leave my collection. This is the dopest shit ever. If you don't know who John Witherspoon is, you're missing out. And go look him up. He was Craig's dad on Friday. He was in Boomerang. He was in he was in that one TV show on BET for a long time. He was the dad. I want to say the Wayans brothers. I think it was maybe the Wayans brothers.
That's right. He was. Dang, I forgot about that.
And yeah, dude.
Have you ever seen the Boondocks cartoon?
No.
Yeah,
no.
He's granddad.
Oh, really?
You've never seen the Boondocks?
I have not. No.
It's pretty fucking good.
Oh, if John Witherspoon's involved, I'm gonna check it out for sure.
He's granddad, and it's these two little kids, and they go live with their grandpa, and Dude, yeah, it's fun.
It's dope.
It's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Uncle Drew, for the deal on that. That's a fucking awesome piece. I love it to death. It's like it's my new favorite PC thing.
It is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I gotta say. So, that's some of the stuff that got picked up at the All Seas. Great show.
Yeah.
James and Kenneth, great guys. They put on a hell of a show. There was all sorts. There was a couple of Power Rangers in the house.
All sorts of crazy shit going on.
All sorts of
there
cool.
was people with like
There
their
was
own Japanimation.
There was some fucking comic book illustrators and fucking just tons of collectible people in the house.
I met some guy that did a lot of the sketch cards for the Star Wars sets and shit.
Nice.
The TCG stuff, and they had like people gaming and playing.
They had tournaments, TCG tournaments and stuff, and the venue was dope. It was a great show. It was our first time going to it, but it was dope.
It was definitely not just cards, but it was, the card guys that were there were pretty much the legit ones.
Absolutely.
So
yep.
if I was able to get away for 3 days, I would have been there.
Yeah.
It's just those 3. The 2 days are hard enough, man. 3 days is pretty much possible for me. So
right, for sure. And I wanted to see one before I tried to set up at one.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And I definitely would. I definitely would set up. It's cool. And there's a lot of shit in there, like comic books and
everything from shoes to models. It's just
absolutely.
There was the R2D2.
R2D2 is in the hizzy, for sure. It was a cool show, man. Mad props to those guys for putting on such a great show. They have another one in November. It looks like they do 2 a year. It looks like. So they're going to have another one, and that one is probably going to be at the same place, I would imagine, of Arapahoe County Fairgrounds. And
Pretty sure that's what they said.
West,
they do a spring and a fall.
Just west of Denver. So if you're in the area, or even if you're not, come on, check them out, man. It's fucking awesome.
It was pretty easy to get to.
And they have a podcast as well. They put their stuff up on YouTube and anywhere you can find pods. Check them out if you're into any of that kind of stuff. They talk about sports as well too. So
they stream it live on Facebook. That's actually kind of cool. You can go chat with them while they're streaming or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that episode where you reached out and said, "What's up?"
Yeah,
it was pretty dope.
I've logged on there a couple times. I just happen to be scrolling through Facebook and it'll say that they're live, and I'm like, I'll go see what's up.
Yeah, for sure. And they have 2 shops. They have one in Aurora near the Aurora Mall, and they also have another in South Denver near not the Southlands Mall. I can't remember the mall, but it's on University and Arapahoe. So they have 2 locations. Go check them out. They have sports. They have tons of sports cards and stuff too. So they are in the Denver area. If you're in there, go give them a fucking holler. Tell them you heard it from the Rare Elements and say the boy said what's up.
Yeah, man. Look at me.
Cool, but that's all I got for the cardboard, my brother. Do you want to do a motherfucking shot?
Let's do a motherfucking shot.
What
I'm
we
going to
got?
show a quick little couple cards.
Oh, you got some more? Oh, yeah,
Yeah, just a quick little show and tell. Just a
jump
little
on in.
show and teasy while we're showing cards. A couple quick little SGC slabs that I picked up in my most recent Baubles submission. Baubles and B cards. This one I showed before it went. It actually got a 1.5, which I'm surprised because it has a pinhole and it's way off center. And I think it's a dope card, and I'm happy to get a 1.5, but I thought with the pinhole it would kill it, and it could get no higher than a 1. But
Yeah.
it's a Cleveland Browns team card, Jim Brown rookie year, so pretty sweet.
Nice.
We got the 1968 Top Superstars, Killebrew Mantle Maze. Bam. Pretty sick.
Nice. Got a foe.
Got me an SGC foe. 3 greats. Rose Namajunas. Did I show these last week? Am I dumb?
I don't think so.
This one got the SGC 9 with the 10 auto. I think these came at the after last week's show. I don't know. Maybe I showed them. I could be dumb. Either way, they're sick. And so I decided, since I don't know if anybody might be wondering what the fuck I'm doing with this on.
I was kind of wondering, bro. I wasn't gonna say shit, but I also know that you're a big Nolan guy.
Yeah, so we went to the game yesterday. Took Mom Dukes up to the game yesterday. Kind of, we try and go hit a game a year and visit Pops. We sprinkled a tiny little bit of Pops in the right field, bro.
Oh, nice.
So we got to go on the field for movie night, and we sat on the field for movie night. Watched The Sandlot out of right field.
Dope.
So kind of sprinkle a little something down there, and so Pops is always hanging out in right field. So we go and try and visit him once a year, excuse me. And if Nolan's coming to town, well then that's when we go and shit like that. We did last year, and So you know, I do have my Cardinals. This is the only reason is because it's Nolan Arenado. Don't trip. Don't trip. So freaking, and I picked me up a new hat too.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of dope.
It is. It's like
Kind
home
of
home plate.
It's like home
Yeah.
plate with the Rockies logo and shit. So I had to make sure to have my Rockies hat and my Cardinals jersey. So people were like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Chill." Although Nolan did kill us, man. We were up by like 3 or 4 runs, and he fucking hit a bases clearing double and caught him up, and of course the Rockies did out in the 9th inning. So
They do what they do.
came home a little sad face, but that's all right. It was a good time, and I thought just for the hell of it, I would show one of my favorite Nolan cards. I've been kind of showing a couple of Nolies lately, so this one kind of commemorative of my pops too. Same thing, talking about dad and shit. So I bought this card. Jeez, bro, this is a 2013 rookie card, so I know I had got this for him 14, 15 maybe, and I paid probably $20 shipped on eBay to get this card, and it's a rookie. It's Bowman Sterling, numbered out of 75. It's an autograph orange, and I sent it in. It's only an 8.5, but I knew it wouldn't grade high, but this is a sentimental thing. I was hoping for a 9 at least, but you know, of course, Becca hits you with the fucking 8 corners. If it wasn't for the 8 corners, it would have at least 9'd. But kind of sentimental card for me. Not a gigantic card, but it's definitely one of my favorite Nolan cards. Got a weird glare on it there, but yeah, I think it's sick looking, and I don't know. I just wanted to show it off. That's all.
No, that's badass.
And so, yeah, you know, he was a huge Nolan Arenado guy, and he just saw it right away. He was like, watch this kid. And so I bought him that card for cheap, and I think I gave it to him for Christmas or, I don't know, his birthday or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
And, of course, when he passed away, I got it back, but, you know. So that ain't going nowhere, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope, dude.
Yeah. And it only gave me a 9 auto on that, too, but there's probably a little smear or something on there. I didn't really care. Honestly, and this was one of the first cards I sent, so I didn't really look at it or prep it. I didn't even give a shit, but it would have probably graded okay if it wasn't for those corners.
Yeah.
8 corners? Yeah, they could probably be a little harsh, but
Yeah, they're pretty rough on corners at Beckett, man,
Yeah.
for sure.
so
Pretty rough.
anyway, that's all. Just a little showy and tizzy. Now we can have our makers harsh.
Jeremy got a bottle for the pod, and he's like, I got makers, and I was like, oh, great. That's awesome.
I was like, oh, is it not good? Because obviously I don't know shit about whiskey. So
And I was like, well, let's have a shot, and we'll find out.
we took a shot during the UFC, and yeah.
Here's to you, brother.
Salud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have to bring a bottle of Coke back here.
Little chaser.
Some mixer.
Yeah, I got a bottle for Christmas a few years ago, and I had never really had it, so I was stoked. And it's not bad whiskey. It's not.
It's all right.
It's not terrible. It's just a little harsh, a little burn.
It's not as good as it looks, for sure.
No, the bottle presents well, dude. They have the melted wax look, and like the bottle's nice, and it tastes kind of rough.
Yeah.
So it's all good though. We'll drink it. Shit, we're whiskey drinkers around here, so we're gonna drink it. It ain't going to waste. But you want to hear a quick little word from our sponsor, bro?
Yep.
Hear a little something from Mr. Scanlon, Denver Card Shows, and then we'll be right back with you. This podcast is brought to you by Denver Card Shows. Come find your grail and chill with some of the dopest people in the hobby. For more information, check out denvercardshows.com. All right, so a little word from Denver Card Shows, our glorious sponsor, and they're going to be. Actually, we'll talk about that here in the hustle category. So we'll wait for that.
All right.
But there's going to be some shows coming up. But
I got to interrupt you one more time, dog. I forgot to give you these the other day. These go with your Danny Trejo autograph.
oh, shut up! Oh, sick!
Some stickers and a fucking pin, bro.
Oh, dude, hell yeah! That's badass.
Yeah, that came with it.
That's so sick.
I bought 3 of them. That came with 3 sets of stickers and pins
Fuck
and
yeah.
shit. I was like,
I'm gonna put these on my car. I'm gonna put this on
bumper
my
stickers.
Fuck it, those are cool as hell. Thank
Yeah.
you, bro. Appreciate you.
Now you got a couple of cool ass fucking celebrity autos.
That's right. I do. Some real cool ones. That fucking machete. Dope. So dope. But you want to jump into the hustle, my brother?
Yes.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Hustling. Our first topic under the hustle this week is about... I don't know, dude. I don't know. I was watching a new YouTube channel that I had found. It's called Justin Gamble. It's this young kid. He does a vlog like type of thing. He puts out videos every day, pretty much every day. He lives in Vegas. It's actually pretty funny and it's pretty good. You know, they set up at shows and they were at the Mint and they kind of go to some of the bigger shows. Apparently, like they show their deals that they're making, and people were getting like pretty pissed off that they were offering so low on their comps. Like they were showing that they were offering like 60%, 65%. And they were getting some crazy comments. Like people were hating hard on the comments about you're lowballing and you're doing this, you're doing that. And they kind of had a little section on it and they were talking about that. And I just wanted to hear kind of what your thoughts were. Like what are your thoughts on dealers at the show offering 50, 60, 70%? Like how low do you feel comfortable making offers at your table?
I mean, it totally depends on the card, bro, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something that's going to take forever to flip or if it's dollar box shit, then you're talking 50% or less, you know, not much less. I would probably never give anybody less than 50% of what their shit was worth. I mean, I would never offer that.
Right.
You know, somebody walks up and says, hey, you give me $100 for this box, it's worth $400. Yeah, I'll give you the $100 you asked for.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking pay you extra.
Yeah.
If you're telling me you want $50 for it and it's worth $700, I might school you just a little bit, you know what I mean? Or I might offer you, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not trying to like take advantage of anybody that just doesn't know what they have.
Right.
But if you bring up a fucking card that, you know, football season's about to come up, Joe Burrow rookie auto or fucking Patrick Mahomes fucking auto or some shit like that, it's worth $1,000. I might give you fucking $850 for it.
Yeah.
You know, but if I know I can fucking turn around and sell it for $1,000 right away.
Right.
I wouldn't jump at that. But I could go as high as that, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I would try to stay closer to 70, 80, you know, or under. But something that's going to sit there for a little while, a little less, you know. Fucking, it just kind of depends how liquid it is.
Right.
And how fast you can flip it.
Right.
And how big it is.
Liquidity matters.
If it's a big card and you're only getting 15% back, but that 15% is $1,000.
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things when we first started doing the pod and stuff like that. And I know you watch a lot of content, and you were telling me that you saw most people were paying up to 70 or 80%, and that kind of caught me off guard because anytime I've ever had any experience, especially with LCSs or dealers, it was 50%. That was the standard pretty much back in the day for selling for sure.
Yeah.
Trading a little more, but usually not a crazy amount more. And so, you know, we started kind of doing some deals and things like that. And I would go kind of high a couple times. And honestly, I kind of lost money on a few cars going 70 or 80% because they drop so fucking fast.
Right. They tanked hard too.
And you're paying $150 or $100, $200 to set up, you know?
Right.
So there's a lot of fees to cover. There's travel to cover. There's a lot of expenses to cover. So, and if people barely want to pay comps anymore.
Right.
Almost everybody wants everything under comps. So
Right.
how are you going to sell anything under comps if you're not paying freaking 60% for it?
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
And that's kind of what they were saying in the video. It's like, bro, we set up. It costs money to do this. It costs money to fucking buy top loaders. It costs money to buy bags for your fucking PSA slabs. It costs money to fucking buy food. It costs money to do, you know, get hotel rooms.
and that's what people walking up trying to sell a couple cards don't get, bro. They don't understand that it's not currency, dude.
Right.
Your cards are not currency.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a dollar bill. It's not a $50 bill. It's, you know,
It's what someone's willing to pay for it.
yeah. And if you don't want to sell it for that, don't sell it for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody's trying to fucking, I shouldn't say nobody. There's plenty of people that are trying to take advantage, but if it's made aware ahead of time, you know, that's one thing that I need to make sure that I get better about when somebody walks up and asks if I'm buying. I need to make sure and let them know, yes, but at a percentage, and it's not going to be probably super high.
It's not going to be what you really want.
You end up going through all the cards, and you're like, so, you know, what are you thinking on this one? And they're like, oh, I want $120 for it. You go look up, it's comping for $100.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, shit, you know.
We're not even going to be in the same arena.
It's like, shit, I just wasted 20 minutes going through your shit.
Right.
And you try and explain that to them. It's comps at 100. I'm probably going to put a $100 sticker on it, and most likely end up taking $90 for it.
Right.
I can give you like $65, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's tough. And I think a lot of people on both sides of the table have unrealistic expectations of that. I think a lot of dealers, like you said, you don't want to make them leave.
No.
So you want to still kind of look what they got.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't want to be like, well, I'm going to look through your shit and then not tell you what I'm at 70% or 65% or whatever. So it's like kind of a fine line there. It's like it's tough to balance that out. And people on the other side of the table have to understand that they can't get comp. They can't get what they're really wanting for that shit because you're going to a dealer.
And that's what I've even told this one guy that kind of comes up, you know, talking, well, I got to make money off of it. I got to make my margin. I was like, well, you just need to set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see how hard it actually is, bro.
Right.
He's like, well, us dealers got to work together, dude. I was like, I've never seen you setting up.
Yeah.
You fucking deal on what now, homie? You're over here trying to take advantage of us and go slang our shit somewhere else. It's totally different if it's the guy sitting up next to you.
Right.
That's another whole relationship.
That's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, dude, you fucking nailed it.
You show up and tour our show and just try and take advantage of everybody and go slang it online.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's cool if that's your hustle, but
don't expect to make your margins off of me.
Exactly. What do you think I'm fucking trying to do?
I'm trying to make margins too, dog.
You're trying to buy them at the prices I'm buying them at.
Right.
What the fuck's that good is that going to do me?
That's just fucking jerking off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not actually like doing anything for me. Yeah.
And if it's a homie, that's like I said, that's a different story. But.
Right. But no, you nailed it, I think, with that. Like, I think a lot of people are trying to do that and trying to flip on whatnot. And they're trying to, and I get it. Like, I get it. I get the hustle and I respect the hustle. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you're not going to hustle me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're walking up and you're scouring all my cars and you're buying a bunch of shit that you're going to probably, you're asking me for a deal off of my prices and you're going to probably sell them for higher than the prices I have on them.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people need to understand that.
They don't understand how much it costs to set up a table. They think that everybody's just there for free or something.
Right.
I don't know, dude.
Right. Oh, even just like travel time and just time and effort.
Yeah.
You know,
your
that
time, yeah.
That matters too.
Minimum wage is what, $15 an hour almost. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. If you're just paying yourself minimum wage, that's $100 just to sit there for the show.
Yep.
At least.
At least just for your time and effort.
Everything else, even more.
Mm-hmm. You figure in gas to get there, and we travel like the only show around here is our show.
Yeah.
So if it's not our show, we're traveling.
At least, yeah. I mean, a half hour, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Sometimes, yeah. That Greeley show's deep.
Yeah.
So like it costs money. It costs $100 in gas. It costs $100 per table. It costs $50 to eat. And if you want to go somewhere nice, it's going to cost a little more.
Hotel if it's a multiple day show.
Right. So I just wanted to throw that in the pod because I saw that and it like kind of struck me. Yeah. And I've heard you kind of talk about it before. And I've heard other dealers, because we've been setting up at shows and we're talking with all the homies and like we hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I just thought it's something we should put out there, man. I think more people need to understand and more people need to realize and not just go on their podcast, fucking YouTube and comment and talk shit. Yeah. It's like, dude.
And I think a lot of the content is where it creates that false fucking reality for people.
Sometimes.
I see some of these big time, well-known YouTubers or whatever, and they're making these gigantic deals, and they know the dealer and what they want, and they're selling them for these big gigantic prices, and they think they can fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're able to do it for multiple reasons because they have the clout and because they're moving gigantic cards.
Right.
They know what these fucking guys want. They have a personal relationship with them already.
Right.
All fucking sorts of reasons why those deals go down. It's not just the first time they met and walked up and like, fucking give me a deal. You know?
It's not because
Who knows how many deals they've done before.
Right. It's not just because you're so fucking cool.
He might owe him one.
Right.
And you don't know that whole backstory, but he makes the video looking like he fucking
crushed it and
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I bought this for this. And a lot of times they don't even say what they bought it for.
Yeah.
And then what they sell it for sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's
But
why
they'll say how much they won.
Exactly.
They crushed it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that's why I liked this pod, because they were showing what they're paying for it. They're showing they're going 65% of comps. And they're showing what they're selling it for. They even put a graphic up on the screen that shows I made $80, you know?
Yeah.
That's not a big deal to a lot of people, to especially some of these big time people. But like to us and to like I don't know, just like to regular folk, like that's a deal. That's a deal. You make $80 on a card, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, and it was cool. And I was like, man, people are fucking talking shit to these guys, and they're like actually being real on YouTube. And that's more of what reality is in the hobby. Like it's more, you know, you go to sell your cards to a dealer, they're gonna offer you a percentage, and if you're not down with that, then don't take your cards to a show.
When I the first time I got out of cards, and I wasn't into cards in high school, but here and there I would still dabble a tiny little bit. My senior year of high school, I wanted some nice clothes for my senior year, bro.
Yeah.
Took them to the store in the mall. It used to be called Willie's Dugout. It was called something else by this fucking time.
Oh yeah.
And they gave me 50% of the Beckett price for everything I had. And I went down the way and bought some fucking clothes with it, bro.
Yeah.
That was the going rate, dude. Even way the fuck back then.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. And 50%, man, that's rough.
And there were some nice cards. There was like Ricky Anderson rookies and shit. That, I mean, you know, I'm not exactly positive what the condition was, because this was back then when it wasn't a huge deal.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't the same. Yeah. It was.
Who knows? Some of them could have been gradable. I don't know. I didn't look at them that great back then.
In Beckett, they had mint
Yeah.
and near mint, and that was it.
Yeah.
And who the fuck knew what that meant?
Yeah.
You know, we were kids.
Yeah. And they had like a little description of it somewhere in the magazine that said mint means this and gem mean, or you know what I mean?
Right.
You know,
Right.
near mint means this and blah blah blah. But
And I don't ever.
it's still open into interpretation.
Right. Right. I don't ever remember it even talking about centering either.
Yeah.
I,
You know, now that you say that, no,
I don't recall that.
it's more about edges and corners.
Edges and corners and like surface defects and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't recall centering ever being a thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, and back then the centering was fucking miserable.
Yeah. So it was like next to impossible to find one that was centered.
Mm-hmm. And I remember in the hood, like when we were trading cards around and stuff, we always went off near mint price because we knew that.
Yeah.
We knew they weren't mint.
Exactly.
We knew that they're fucking being held together with rubber bands. You know what I mean? Yeah. There was no top loaders back then. You know, if you had something in a top loader, it was a fucking banger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't even recall even them selling that shit. I remember soft sleeves, but that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, just people don't realize, you know, and if you're new to the hobby, I get it. You don't know. That's why we put this shit out there.
Yeah.
So like, this is what it is. This is how it works. You know, if you go to a dealer, you're going to deal with that shit. And if not, then don't take your shit there.
Try and sell it on eBay.
Yeah. And guess what eBay's going to do?
Exactly.
They're going to fucking...
You'll get more, but you're going to have the hassle of doing it.
You're going to have...
Hey, that's probably better for you, honestly.
It is.
Than coming and trying to sell it to me.
Right. It
Honestly,
will be. It will be.
know?
And you'll learn the commerce. You'll learn the fucking... that fucking packing it and shipping it is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And you'll learn that. But I mean...
Making sure you get to the post office in time.
That's right.
All sorts of shit that
Right.
you think is so easy, but at the end of your long ass fucking day, you're like, fuck, I gotta go to the post office.
I gotta fucking pack up 7 cards.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know?
And it's not that hard. And
It's not.
if you got the time, that's probably the way you want to do it.
Yeah, it's not horrible, but it's a thing, and you'll have to earn that extra percentage.
And starting off as a seller with zero feedback, you
Good,
know,
yeah.
good luck with that too. I mean, you can do it, but it takes a minute.
You'll get there, but it like just now we like.
But you go and try and list $1,000 card with zero feedback.
It's gonna be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
My friend Jorge and I, and we've been doing like a card business, and we had to start our eBay account from zero. We were gonna use one of ours, but we are like, nah, we just want to kind of like get that like its own entity and like start it from what it is. And so we started from absolute zero, and we finally got our 100th sale, like finally. And it's taken some time, and it fucking, when you first start out, they hold your funds back and you don't get them right away. And your PayPal shit is all fucking, it's shitty.
Yeah.
And people buy cards from me, but they don't buy like my other account. My other card, fucking cards just fly out of it because I have like a crazy feedback on it. And, you know, it's not easy to get there, but now we're starting to move and starting to get there. And if you want to get that extra money, that's what you're gonna have to do, bro.
Yep.
That's what you're gonna have to do. But I don't know. I thought that was
I mean, yeah, you could look out and you might find somebody who really wants something, bro. Most dealers still have some sort of PC or collect,
right,
you know,
right,
and they might pay up for something like that.
mm-hmm. And that's cool.
Yeah.
But that's not a way to run a business,
Yeah.
you know, and a lot of these guys are trying to run a business that
Yeah.
don't understand the way it works at the show.
Yeah.
And that's how it works. So if you're not down with that, be careful, bro.
Yep.
And don't go on people's comments and bitch
Yeah.
about what their hustle is.
Especially if they're up front and people are agreeing to the deal.
Right.
You know,
Everybody's, yeah,
they're not trying to
exactly.
trick anybody or talking about into anything.
Exactly. We had kind of talked about that when we were talking, like back in the day when we first started the pod, like retail flipping was a big thing. And I used to even say, like, I know I'm paying way too much for these blaster boxes. I know that I'm getting taken advantage of, but I don't care because I want the cards and I want to rip boxes, you know? So it's like people crying like, oh, you're ruining the fucking hobby and blah, blah, blah. Really? It's like, I'm a willing participant in this. Like, I'm buying it at fucking $90 a blaster, you know, because I want to rip. I know I'm getting fucked, you know? And I'm not saying you're getting fucked if you're selling your cards at the show, but
No.
but you're not going to get what you want.
Yeah.
So,
And there's some people that understand that as well. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, for sure. For sure. I've had folks come up to the table and say, I know what the deal is, and I know what
Yeah.
time it is, and,
Yeah.
you know, I have a $100 card, and, you know, I'm trying to get 70,
Yeah.
maybe 80.
Yeah. And it, honestly, you come up and you're more understanding, you're more likely to get a little more anyway.
You're going to get a better deal because you're not
Come
being
up
a
and you start acting like a prick, then yeah.
right. You're going to get a better deal
Yeah.
if you're not being a bitch. It's just how it works.
Yep.
Kind of leading up to that, like, leading out of that into the next topic, it's about trading, bro. So, like, the second topic under the hustle this week is about, like, people trying to trade and what their expectations are. And, you know, like, when somebody comes up to your table with cards and they want to trade, how do you handle that? Like, how do you handle, like, your percentages and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, as far as trades, I'm liking trading less and less, bro. And I always love to trade, but at the same time, it's the same deal, bro. They think it's currency, and on their end, and they don't understand that it doesn't do you any good to trade a $20 bill for a $20 bill,
Right.
or especially to trade a $100 bill for five $20 bills.
Oh,
You know.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's just they don't get it, and I understand why they're upset that it doesn't work that way, but it just don't. You
Yeah.
know? Just because you have five $20 cards doesn't make that worth my $100 card.
Mm-hmm.
And especially
Right.
if I don't want them, I just
right.
might not want them, and I'm sorry. I don't buy cards that I don't think can move and or that I don't like. I don't even like having cards on my table, even just because I think it's gonna sell fast. I don't like having shit on my table that I don't like.
It's tough.
You know what I mean? Like
Johnny Damon autos.
oh, that was rough. Sorry, but yeah, dude, like exactly.
Yeah.
I try not to have too many big Raider cards, but I will because there's a lot of Raider fans here.
Right.
You know,
LeBron James cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, it's or and because I'm not into it, hockey or soccer or
Right.
NASCAR or any of that shit. You know,
Right.
even if it might sell, it just I don't know anything about it, bro.
Right.
And I can't even sell that card properly.
I can't even
I could put a price tag on it and whatever.
talk to you about it, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't sell it like a salesperson. would,
Mhm.
You know.
I like to have that knowledge at least.
Yeah.
You know, some base knowledge. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Do you like with trading, there's like this one unwritten rule to me, like you said, five $20 bills doesn't equal one $100 bill when you're trading cards. If you're trying to trade smaller cards for a bigger card, you have to go above the comp, man. You know, and that's kind of an
Sometimes way above if it's
Yeah.
small shit.
it's kind of an unwritten rule.
Yeah.
You know, that if you're going smaller to bigger, then you need to come correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To even get me to jump on that deal.
Mm-hmm.
I always try to practice that if I'm trading smaller cards for a bigger card. If it's a $500 deal, I try to go to $550. I try to go 10% higher. You know, like I'll give you $550 in value if I'm trying to get to that. And sometimes you go more sometimes.
Yeah.
And if they're not willing and it's a card you really want, Do you roll that way? Do you try to? Do you try to?
I think that's the same thing. I need to probably be a little more clear and upfront about that when somebody asks if I want to trade, and I say sure, and then we kind of look, and then we start talking afterwards, and it's kind of hard to say, oh well, I only do 80% now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think 80% is probably fair trade value, depending on how big it is. You know what I mean? Like, maybe a little more depending. You know, but like if it's $1,000 card, I'd be willing to go give you $800 worth of shit for it, you know, but it just kind of, or the other way around,
Right. Right.
$1,000 worth of shit for an $800 card,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough because I've done a few trades like that, and it's hard to come at them after the fact. You kind of start agreeing,
Right.
You're like, yeah, it's worth that, and yeah, it's worth that, and yeah, it's worth that, and then it's like, well, we've kind of sort of agreed to all these prices, but
now
I'm actually a dealer, and like I don't necessarily want to trade you
Right.
money for money,
Right.
And we've seen that situation go down, and if you got to try to remember to be upfront about it in the first fucking place,
Right.
because if you're not, you look like a dick if you try and bring it up after the fact.
You cause problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people will frown upon dealing with you. Yeah. No, that's true. Like that.
And it's hard, and I'm you know, and I don't mind trading like a decent card and some cash for a big card. That's cool.
Right.
But to trade across trade for trade, I'm not the biggest fan of that, especially when I'm set up.
Right.
That's what trade night's for. And even at trade night, I'm not super big on that, bro. Sometimes it's so hard to make deals with people and like figure out comps, and I don't know. When we go to trade night, it's almost always after a show, and I'm already burned out on dealing half the time.
Yeah.
I just kind of go to trade night to hang out. Really.
Just go have a beer and bullshit
Yeah.
with the homies.
If I come across something really cool, I might try and buy it or make a little deal on it or something. But half the time I don't even take my cards in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just lug them around and just everybody here already saw my shit, so you know what I got.
you seen my table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you're doing a deal, if you're doing a trade at a show and someone's like trying to offer cards and cash, like what percentages do you do there? Like just kind of curiosity, kind of like to see what you do.
It just depends, bro. It totally depends on everything. There's almost like it's not like a set number per se, you know? Like usually if it's cards and cash, I come pretty close.
Yeah.
If it's a card I want that I think is pretty liquid or it's something I actually want and it's worth fucking $300 and the card I'm selling is $5, I'll go 3 and 2. You know what I mean? But if it's something I don't really want, it just depends.
Yeah.
Depends on what I'm gonna do with it.
The liquidity of the card that's coming
How much
in.
do I want it? Am I gonna be able to sell it fast? Is it gonna just sit here in my case? Is it gonna sell faster than the card that I'm fucking trading away?
Right.
That's really what fucking matters.
Yeah.
Is this card gonna fucking sell no matter what within the next couple shows, or is their card gonna sell faster than this one? You know.
Right. Is a liquid card
Have I
coming
been
in?
dragging this card around for the last 6 shows and nobody wanted it, and all of a sudden this guy wants it? Then I might be more likely to make the deal on it too. There's so
Right.
many fucking different things that can adjust it, so there's not really a set fucking percentage. I don't think, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Like
But all of that is so hard to explain to somebody when they just say, "Oh, buy my card."
it's a $500 card. Yeah, but it's a shitty one. and not I wouldn't say shitty one. I won't say shitty, but it's like
Less desirable.
less
or-
desirable, less liquid, you know, than what you want from me.
Yeah.
Of course you want this
I
card.
want this card that sells 5 times a day on eBay.
Right. Of course you want it.
Yeah.
A lot of people want it.
Yeah.
So you got to come correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. It's interesting to see the way people deal and like what other people are doing and what other dealers are doing. And you're another dealer, so I like hearing what you have to.
Depends on my mood too, bro. How stoned I am. Or
Depends on how much weed I smoked or how hungry I am.
how much I've been working. If I'm all zombied out and just like, take them.
I'm hangry, bro. I'm hangry.
Go.
Oh shit.
But I need to try to remember to be a little bit better about being upfront right off the bat as soon as somebody starts saying that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Do you want to sell or do you want to buy or trade? Yes, but at a percentage.
Right.
You know, and depending on this or that, whatever, I can go anywhere between 60 and 80, 50 if it's bulk, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It also depends on how many cards and yeah.
all sorts of shit.
That's true.
Is it all football? Football moves really well here.
Right.
You know, is it a lot of other crap sprinkled in?
Mm-hmm. Right. Is it F1?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, bro.
I give you $20 for it.
Fucking Lewis Hamilton.
I'll put a fucking $50 sticker on it and drag it around for a few shows.
Hope somebody wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Dude, will you do me a huge favor?
Yes.
Will you grab me a coldie out of that fridge over there? Down?
Dude, that ain't a huge favor, man. That's just
Oh, it's huge.
it's an average favor. I gotta get that fucking AC rolling. It's starting to warm up back here.
I've been putting these beers down tonight.
If I didn't have to wake up so early, I would be too, bro. That sucker did go down cool.
But we'll move on, dog. We'll move on. I love hearing your
I
opinion.
think that's a good topic, and I think more people should probably bring it up so that more people are aware, so that there isn't so many confrontations at the tables like that.
I agree, 100%. I think it should be.
If you're walking around, you don't should never expect to get 100% for what your card is trying to walk around at a show selling it.
Yeah, for sure. And if you are, you're just kind of fooling yourself, bro. Kind of fooling yourself, and you're making a lot of making deals, bro. Is making friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of it. I mean, a majority of it. If I know somebody that's come to my table multiple times, we made multiple deals, I'm more willing to flex those percentages and move them up and down, and
I'll trade straight across for a homie.
Right.
Right. But
Right. Exactly. But if
you
you
gotta be a pretty good homie.
you gotta be a homie, but if you're somebody I've never dealt with before, I'll be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be unfair, but I'm not gonna give you the homie hookup.
Yeah.
Homie hookups come with time. They come with like making deals. They come with hanging out and having a coldie. It comes with those sorts of things. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot more to it than just like my card's worth $100.
Yep.
So
$100, please.
I want $100.
Give me 100, please.
Thank you.
How come you won't give me 100 for this?
And get shitty when
How
you
come you don't want this? It's worth $100.
right.
And the youngsters are having a hard time with that too.
It's a little tougher. It's a little tough for the youngsters sometimes.
They're like, well, what do you mean?
yeah.
Go get your dad, fool. No, I'm just kidding.
For sure.
The time the dad's sending them around the fucking show because they know they're cute and gonna get them deals anyway.
100%. I've seen that a few times actually. It's like this. I saw this card in your dad's case. I saw this card about 15 minutes ago. Shit. But
Little hustlers.
no, there's some little hustlers out there, bro. They're fucking making moves. Yeah. Making moves. I've seen some cases that like fucking make mine look
But
like
if they're
shit.
going around making moves and they know the deal, then that's cool.
You know what though? Some of the kids get it.
Yeah.
Like some of the kids kind of get it.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that are doing the trade up challenge.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Nah, that shit's pretty.
They want free shit.
That's just pretty stagnant.
Yeah, they want something for nothing. But there's some kids that have a case of cards and they're making moves. They get it.
Yep.
They understand it, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna make this, and how about this? How about these two cards? I'll go above comp."
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're making real moves. You're making real deals, and you're learning the right way. Not like handout. More, please.
Yeah. You know what's funny, bro? I've never had anybody ask me for free shit, but I know it's happened to you at least 3 fucking times.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Can I just have this?
Like, huh?
No.
No. I gave one kid a $1 card once. I was like, yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm tired of saying no.
I don't think I've ever even had any of them ask me for something straight
No?
up free. Mm-mm.
I wonder why.
I don't know, bro. Maybe it's this scowl on my face.
They walk by, you're like, motherfucker.
Like, he's mean.
Motherfucker. Fucking Drew, bro. I met Steve, and we're sitting there talking, and he's telling them about the podcast and stuff, and he's like, yeah, this guy don't even fucking like kids, bro. I was like, damn, you right. I don't like kids.
That's how he introduced you.
No, he was like,
Not quite.
It was a little bit deeper into the combo. He was just like saying, like, dude,
and he don't like kids.
he don't like kids, bro. I was like, fuck no.
Hey, Ron.
I do not like kids. Oh, shit. So if I'm nice to your kid, that means I like you.
Yeah. That's funny.
Shit. But we'll move on, bro. We'll move on to our third topic under the hustle. Third topic under the hustle this week is about the Colorado card shows. There's going to be a bunch coming up, and I thought we'd talk about a few of them, showcase a few. This upcoming Saturday is Pikes Peak. He's going to be at the Norris Penrose Arena. It's a dope show. It's like outside of our show, it's like our home show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like we go every time. It's where you and I first started going to shows. That was one of the first ones we went to. We got to meet Mr. Brandt, and he had demand. So Pikes Peak is this weekend. Come on down. It's a great show. It's about 70 to 80 tables. It's always packed. There's always a bunch of fucking people in there. So come check it out. April 29th and 30th. This is the one we're talking about when we had a little word from our sponsor. Is going to be Denver card shows at the Crown Plaza Convention Center. It's going to be upwards of 200 some odd tables. So come on down.
So they little news on that one I just got right before the pod. They had actually sold out on tables, so there was a waiting list. They just got approved to add 40 more tables.
Oh shit.
So anybody that was on the waiting list, hopefully you should be getting a phone call or a message or whatever. And,
Nice. 40 more tables?
Yep.
Beautiful.
So
Goddamn right.
what's that, up to 250 or so?
250,
Up
somewhere.
Up to
Yeah,
so.
somewhere in that neighborhood.
200
Nice.
to 250, something like that.
Nice. So there's going to be quite a few cards in that room. There's going to be some bangers. There's going to be a lot of people with cases.
Yeah.
Come on down if
Did you
you're.
get 2 tables or 1?
I got 1.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I pussed out too.
I pussed out. my vagina got a little swollen.
Oh shit.
But no, we're going to be set up. Jeremy and I are both going to be there. There's going to be all the dopest dealers in Colorado. There's going to be some, probably, I'd imagine some folks from out of Colorado.
Oh, guaranteed.
If you're in the state or if you're out, come on in. It's right by the airport, so it's right there. Come in, come check it out. It's a fucking great show. It's the biggest show in Colorado. There's going to be a bunch of autograph signers. Brett Saberhagen's going to be there. Fucking Derek Wolf is going to be there.
Alex Singleton
is going to be there. Denver Broncos linebacker. It's going to be dope, dude. It's going to be dope. I heard there's going to be some food trucks this time.
Word.
There's always a bar, so if you want to get some booze, you want to have a little drink, you could do that.
Thankfully, I've always stayed away from that part.
A little purple drink. A little scissorp. But, yeah, Denver Card Show, 2-dayer, April 29th and 30th. Be there or be motherfucking square. May 14th, there's going to be another Pikes Peak show. So we're kind of getting into the heavy part for Mr. Brandt and Mr. Pikes Peak. He's got a show every month coming up until, I want to say, the National. And then after that, he takes a little bit of a summer break and then comes back in the late summer and fall.
It takes a month to visit Fiji.
All that card money he's making. He's printing money. No, I'm just kidding. But May 14th, Pikes Peak's going to be hitting it up again, Norris Penrose Arena. May 20th, there's going to be a couple of shows. There's going to be iCards. They're going to be at the Doubletree near the airport as well, right around the corner from Denver Card Shows. iCards with a K. And Front Range is going to be putting on a show the same day up in Greeley. They do a great show. Jeremy's been to that show before. I have not.
This I think it's in a different spot, and technically there's a different show. I believe this is the show that was put on by Grand Slam originally.
Oh, okay.
So the other one was Friends of Baseball.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Gotcha.
Grand Slam is still a shop, I believe, up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
cool. So I'm not sure exactly where that is, where it's going to be at.
I have the details on the thing, and I shared it on our socials and stuff. And I think I said it on here once, but we'll announce it somehow.
Yeah, for sure. We got some time, so we'll definitely hit them up. We'll shout them out and get exact locations for that show as well. Same day, May 20th, there's going to be a couple shows going on in the Front Range of Colorado. So you got some shows to choose from, and they're both great shows. So
yeah, not too far apart. There's no reason you can't go to both. Come on.
Yeah, you can. You can go to both. And then May 27th, that's going to be our show, the Rare Element Show here in Pueblo, Colorado.
Biggity bam.
Pueblo Community College Ballroom. We're back in our fucking original fucking spot. Upstairs in the ballroom. I can't wait. We'll have the TVs on. We'll have some sports going. We're going to be having a great fucking time. So we got a lot of shit coming down here in Colorado. If you are in the area or if you're not, if you want to come visit and see some great card shows and meet some great fucking people, then come on, motherfucking down.
Hell yeah, dude. Grails all over the place.
Absolutely. Dude, Grails have been raining on you, bro. Raining on Jeremy.
My $200 grails.
But like we always want to prop up all the Colorado shows and all the Colorado dealers. We're big on this card scene.
Absolutely.
We're huge on this card scene.
Shit, if you're putting on a show, let us know. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've talked about every single card show that's been in Colorado since we've done the pod. But
Yeah. But if there's some shit that we don't know,
something going on the other side of the mountains, maybe.
right?
Hey, somebody over there get something going. Shit.
A little Western slope action. I'll try. I'd make that drive.
I mean, it'd be tough, but we go.
I'll go to Grand Junction. I don't give a fuck.
Let's do this.
There's some shows up in Utah, too, that I wouldn't mind hitting up. The Salt Lake City area. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's a dope city. I've always had a great time. Mr. Rob Cards is over there, and he's got a nice Facebook room, Legends. Go check him out. And I'm sure if you're in that area and you're at those shows, you'll run into him and some of his homies, and we might have to make a road trip.
That'd be cool.
Fuck yeah. But you ready to jump into some sports, my brother?
Yes, sir.
So the NBA playoffs are almost here, bro. What happened in this game? I didn't see what happened. We have the game on in the background.
Oh, dang it.
We were watching the Bulls and the who was it? The Bulls and the
And the
Raptors.
Yeah, the Raptors.
NBA playoffs are upon us. Let's see. Oh, the Bulls pulled it out, dude.
No way.
Bulls pulled it out.
They were down by like 17, I want to say.
109 to 105. So that's the 8-9 place. So like they're going to play the loser of yesterday's game, which was the Heat.
Yep.
The Heat.
Wow.
So whoever wins that is going to get that 8 seed. Dude, that's going to be a good game. Heat and the Bulls. See what happens.
You like the play-in tournament?
I love the play-in tournament,
pretty
dude.
cool, huh?
I fucking love it. I think it's the best thing the NBA's done in a while. It gives that bottom edge of the bracket like some excitement. Like I've seen some pretty cool fucking games over the past couple of years.
Has anybody who's won that gone farther than the first round?
Yes,
I mean, farther than the second round, I should say.
I want to say the Hawks a few years ago
Really?
went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm pretty sure they were in the play-in. I have to double check that. I have to double check it. But they went deep, and yeah. It adds some excitement, dude, in games with teams that don't normally get the hype and don't get that love at the end of the year. So it's kind of cool. This year in the West, it was the Timberwolves and the Lakers played last night, and fucking Ant-Man fucking sucked, dude. I think he went like 3 for 17 or some shit, like put up like 6 points. He looked horrible. He could not buy a shot. He did have like a little tweak, I think, of his shoulder, so he might have been dealing with some injuries, but it was tough, dude. And LeBron and the Lakers were trying to do everything they could to lose that game. They just could not fucking get it together, and they ended up winning in OT. So the Lakers sewed up the 7th seed. They're going to be playing the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. So Nuggets avoided that nightmare. So they're going to catch the winner of this next game. Let's see, OKC and New Orleans. OKC and New Orleans are playing, and the winner is going to play the loser of that. So they're going to play Minnesota. So Minnesota still has a chance to get in, and the Nuggets are going to play either one of these two teams, or they're going to play the Timberwolves. Either way, I think they fucking destroy any of those 3 teams. But Nuggets caught the 1st seed in the West, and the fucking Bucks caught the 1st seed in the East. Celtics are number 2. Sixers are number 3. Nuggets, Grizzlies, and then the Suns are number 4. Who's the 3rd seed? Who caught the 3rd seed in the West?
I don't know.
Clippers.
Oh,
Yeah. Wait, no, they're behind the Suns. The Kings caught the 3rd seed.
Oh, wow.
Sacto, dude. De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. So we're gonna pick some teams, dude. We're gonna pick some teams. We're gonna pick the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. Who do you think is gonna be the final 2 in the West, bro?
I'm going Nuggets and Lakers just because I want that to happen and I want the Nuggets to beat them.
Damn. Nugs Lakers, dude. I like it. I like it. You have a little more balls than I do. So I want the Nuggets to avoid the Lakers at all costs. In the West, I'm going to go Nugs. And it can't be the Heat because they'll meet in the second round. I mean, not the Heat. I mean, the fucking Phoenix Suns. Oh, fuck. I'm going to say Nugs Grizzlies.
Ooh.
I think the Grizz are going to get through.
1-2.
1-2. I'm going to go Nugs Grizz. Nugs Lakers. I like yours better. Yours has a little more gusto. Gotta say. And so what do you think about out east?
I don't know. I didn't double check the way that it lined up, but I put Celtics and Sixers. I think that's a possibility.
I think they could meet. Celtics are number 2. No, they'll meet in the second round.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Celtics and Sixers. We'll put it anyway. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard. One of them, maybe,
Yeah.
Those would be the 2 teams that I'm picking to get there. But the way playoff brackets work, obviously you can't just pick any 2 teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are the 2 best teams. I don't know. The Bucks are pretty good. Those motherfuckers.
Yeah, Bucks are 1, I think, right? Or 2?
They're
No,
1. Yeah, they're 1. I'm gonna go Bucks, 76ers. I hate to say it, but Joel Embiid is playing fucking fantastic, and
Giannis, too.
yeah, Giannis is playing out of his mind. And I think those are the 2 better teams. The Celtics are good, but they had a big lull there for a while. They looked like shit for about a good month, and they're starting to pull it together a little bit better. But they do have Jaylen Brown and fucking Jason Tatum. So I mean, anytime you have 2 superstars, you're in there.
Sometimes that's good to get that little lull out of the way, though, right before the playoffs. That's kind of what I'm hoping for the Nuggets, too.
Yeah, they kind of had the same thing go on for sure. They lost to the Rockets. I about fucking jumped out of my car on the highway, dude. I was pissed. So, all right. Who do you think's going to make it to the finals?
Nuggets, Celtics.
Nuggets, Celtics. That'd be cool. That's like my 2 favorite teams.
That'd be cool, huh?
Yeah.
This new hat fits me weird because it's already bumped on my mic 3 times. Every time I look down, I'm like, bump.
I'm going to go Nugs, Bucks. Nugs, Bucks.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's going to end up being the one. Hopefully, I hope the Nuggets get there, man. They've never gotten there. They've gotten to the finals a couple times. I think 3 times. Never gone past that.
Come on, Nuggets.
Western Conference Finals, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who do you think's going to win, dude?
I'm picking him, dog.
Jeremy's going Nugs.
Yeah, I haven't really went homer too much on any of my picks yet, really. So
No, going Homer.
doing it. I don't know. If this ain't the year, bro, I don't fucking know when can be.
That's true. That's a good point.
Don't happen this year, it might be a minute. Like forever.
You know what I'm going?
I'm
going to go.
It's all right. It's okay, bud.
No, I'm going with the Nuggets.
Oh!
Nuggets.
What, son?
You know what time it is?
We just pulled the 1 of 1.
Yes, sir. Going with the Nuggets.
There we go.
Going Homer. I go Homer all the time, dude. Fucking Homer Simpson up in this bitch.
No.
Sweet. So we're both going Nugs. So we can't really like give each other shit if we don't get it. So if we don't get it, we don't get it.
You know what? We didn't keep track of it. I'm almost positive we picked some early preseason. Or maybe not preseason, but early season.
I think we did. Yeah.
We might have to try and dig through the notes and
I'll
revisit
find it.
Yeah.
I'll find it. Yeah. Once the playoffs get to a
Yeah.
kind of like the finals area, I'll find it. I have the books.
I feel like I picked Celtics and I don't remember.
I have no idea who I picked. I probably picked the Nuggets because I'm the homerest mother fucker there is.
Oh, shit.
Cool. So we both go Nuggets.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
That's for anybody who doubts it. We're going Homer. We're going Nuggets. And there it is.
Works for me.
Cool. We'll move on, bro. We'll go to our second topic under the sports element this week, and it is about Odell Beckham Jr., dude. He signed a 1-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. What are your thoughts about this deal, bro?
I don't know. I don't know, man. He's a hell of a player, but he's just, he's weird and shit and does dumb shit, and he don't like to play all the time, and
Gets kicked off of airplanes.
yeah. One of those diva receivers, bro, that you never really know what the fuck you're getting.
Yeah.
One season they could just suck. Like Randy Moss with the fucking Raiders, he goes to the Patriots, he's back to being better than ever.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to say.
It's true.
Hard to
OBJ.
say. I think he could have some nice big plays. I don't know. He hasn't played for so long either.
He hasn't played for a while. Yeah. It's going to be kind of tough to see like how rusty he comes out. Do you think, in your opinion, this is a keep a Lamar situation? Because, I mean, they have not a lot of weapons at wide receiver. They need some weapons. And do you think this is a ploy to try to keep Lamar in Baltimore?
I mean, I guess it probably couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he cares about older receiver, been around for a while, hurt.
Yeah.
Doesn't always seem to care as much as he probably should.
Yeah.
I don't know how excited he can get about that, but the big plays are dope.
Yeah, for sure. He was a stud when he was playing, dude. He was good. He had some rough times in Cleveland, though. It was kind of rough there. He also did have Baker. Baker was playing through some injuries and not looking the best, so there was also that involved. So he was also like calling him out too. He was talking some shit and like, I'm open. You just can't hit me. And he wasn't wrong. I looked at some of the tape and he was pretty open. I don't know. We'll see, dude.
It's weird how quarterbacks almost get like, I don't know if they're like holding it against the receiver or, it almost sure feels like they take things personally and they don't want to.
Get a little grudgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to throw it to him because they're sad at him or something.
And you never know what goes on, bro. Like, Odell could have banged out Baker's girlfriend or, like, who knows, really? I mean, when you get a group of 52 guys together, who the fuck knows what goes on, bro?
Correction. I had sex with Katie too, man.
Oh, dude. Katie has some big-ass titties.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. If y'all don't know, that's from Chappelle's show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That shit was dope.
I wish I had more hands so I could give those titties 4 thumbs down.
That was one of my favorite skits, bro. That Real World. Oh,
that was so good, bro.
Like, you stabbed my father. Charlie Murphy, bro.
When you use the toilet in my room, you sit down when you pee.
Oh man, that shit was so dope. I was at my dad's house the other night and I was watching. We had YouTube going and I was like trying to find stuff to watch and like I just go through my algorithm and fucking some Chappelle Show skits popped up and I was like, oh fuck yeah. I started watching some. My dad hadn't seen any of them, dude. Oh shit. Oh, he was dying. He was loving it. I was like, oh, you haven't seen this? You haven't seen Prince? Like, put on the Prince one. And he's like, oh, dude, if you haven't seen that, then you haven't seen the fucking the racial draft. And put on the racial draft with Bill Burr and like threw that one on. Oh, we went down the rabbit hole, dude.
I forgot Bill Burr was in so many of the skits.
Yeah. He was the cop that shot the dog.
Oh yeah.
He's like. He's on the stand testifying, bro, and he's like, it was the weirdest thing. His wife just threw her titties in my hand.
Threw her titties right in my hand.
He's like, you grabbed her titties.
Strangest thing I ever seen, Your Honor.
That shit was so dope. He's like, here's a jury of your peers, and it's all a whole bunch of thugged out brothers. Oh man, that shit was funny. But if you haven't
That was
seen
the Enron one, right? When they arrested the Enron
Yep,
executive.
yep. And then they did
He
him.
shot his dog and shit.
Yeah, they ran him through the justice system that like black people go through,
Yeah.
and then they ran the drug dealer through the white
yeah.
white collar justice
I
system.
can tell you that I plead the fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, I plead the fifth. He like goes,
He shows up all late and shit, and they're like, "Oh no, it's cool. Thanks for coming."
yeah, thank
He
you.
goes, I got caught up in some pussy. That's how he said
You
something.
know, he's like, I got caught up with some punani.
Oh yeah. Even better, bro. So punani.
He's like, thank you for this baller ass spread with cheeses I've never seen before.
Oh my god, dude, that's just so funny.
It's so dope. So dope.
Whoa.
If you guys haven't seen, go watch you some Chappelle Show, man. That shit was off.
If
the
you can
hook.
even still watch it anymore, it might be canceled.
No, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on
yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah, you get. I know some of it's crazy, like what they were able to put on Comedy Central back then. That dude, there's no way they could play some of that shit now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
pretty funny.
But is it time, bro? Oh, you can't play it. I can't play It's time. Yeah.
Let's get it on.
Here, I'll play that.
Yeah, so last week me and the homie chilled, got to kick back, watch
Yes.
a little UFC 287, sip on some Maker's Harsh,
Harsher's Mark.
Harsher's Mark. Yeah, and got to see some nice fights, man. It was mostly finishes, so that's always fun and exciting. And not just early, like right away finishes. They were good fights, and then somebody get knocked the fuck out. So
Yeah.
one of the first fights was Raul Rosas Jr. lost to Christian Rodriguez. Rosas Jr. was the hype guy. Christian Rodriguez actually has some pretty good hype too. Actually, his record is 9-1. Pretty damn good records. Rosas is now 7-1. I think the Rodriguez guy caught a lot of people's eyes, and he actually seems like he might have a shot at something now. Rosas obviously is still gonna have a little hype. They built it up so high that he's gonna have to get at least another shot or two at like some decent fights and shit. So,
Yeah. He kind of dominated him too.
yeah. He didn't look great. Yeah. He looked. You could definitely tell he was unexperienced.
Yeah.
He was aggressive, and he went for a bunch of things right away. And once they didn't work, he was done. Kind of.
Yeah.
Not to say that if any of the things he did early wouldn't have worked, when he tried them, they just didn't.
Yeah.
The other guy was just more experienced. So then welterweight, Kevin Holland knocked out Santiago Ponzibio. That was actually a really good fight. It was pretty entertaining. Holland is the guy that we talked about, how he's kind of a dickhead. He didn't want to sign the cards people sent to him, and he told them that they had to go see him at an expo or whatever. But he seemed like he had really good sportsmanship, like he was actually kind of like throughout the fight, like he was kind of, I don't know.
He was like giving him acknowledgments when he was getting him with good punches, and like kind of like resetting when they like kind of got like tangled up and stuff, and like he'd give him a 5 and
gave
stuff.
him a second to kind of like, oh wait, you fucking slipped there or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to take advantage of that.
Right. Right. And that's big, dude.
Kind of commendable in the middle
Yeah.
of a fight where you actually have respect for the other guy.
It really was. Yeah.
So I don't know about what the fuck to think about him. We ripped on him a little bit for that, and a lot of the hobby did too. But I know one of the things was they sent him to his house, which he wasn't really cool with people having his house address and whatever, man. Whatever. Just sign him. Don't be a dick. So then there was a bantamweight fight, Rob Font versus Adrian Yanez. Adrian Yanez was a guy I was kind of saying how I had a few of his cards, and so that kind of shit the bed. But that's okay. Not a huge deal. I didn't have any really big ones. They were just smaller stuff that could have gotten a little tiny bump, and now it went down the price. So whatever. Welterweight, Gilbert Burns retired Jorge Masvidal. That one went to decision, but it took a little while. He pretty much dominated him the whole time.
Yeah, he roughed him up a little.
Masvidal was down the whole time though. He kept trying to tell him, "Let's go."
Yeah, yeah. He wasn't like being a bitch about it. Like,
Yeah,
he'd hit him with a good punch, and he'd give him like
Yeah.
he'd fucking give a little face, and
Yeah, it was entertaining and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
Honestly, if Burns would have went a little harder, I think he probably could have finished him. But
Yeah.
and then of course the main event was Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. Izzy did what he did. Honestly, it was fairly even up until that happened. It was kind of like
It was a good fight.
it was ticky tack or not ticky tack, tit for tat up until then. He would get a few shots, he would take a few shots. It went back and forth.
He got kicked in the back of the head pretty hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like end of the first round, Pereira kicked him hard.
That motherfucker could kick, son.
Yeah, for
He's
real.
strong as shit.
Yeah.
But he proved the doubters wrong. Now it's 1-1 for them in MMA. Obviously, there's the previous 2-0 or 0-2 record in kickboxing. A lot of people, and of course it did happen, and there's no denying that it happened. But a lot of people bring that up. But most people that are bringing that up are just trying to hate on Izzy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's actually 1-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of. They're two different sports, and you
Right.
kind of really can't combine them.
Right.
He's 1-1 in MMA, and yeah, he lost twice in kickboxing. But if you actually go back and watch those fights, he was actually dominating one of them pretty hard, and kind of the same thing happened in the UFC.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah,
He could have very, very easily be 1-3
Yeah.
with him, so.
He if he had 5 more seconds of that round in that last fight, he would have got him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
He obviously won that whole fight up until Pereira lasted long enough to get lucky. I'm not saying he got lucky. I'm not saying he didn't deserve to be there or he didn't deserve for what happened to happen. He
Right.
fought and he warriored it out until he finally saw his opening and he clipped him and
fucking
won.
Caught him, yeah.
But if he would have, like you said, a few more seconds at the end of that first round in that first fight, it would have never even got to that. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good fight. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I think he's a dope fighter. Mad respect for him. I think they have mad respect for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys right away, like I said, they're kind of hating on Izzy, and it's weird how so many people love to see successful people fail, bro.
No, it's true.
And it's a trip, though. And I get it when they're like a dickhead or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
When it's a piece of shit who's successful and like you kind of like root against him. You're like, what the fuck does that dude deserve it for?
Right.
But
Right.
I don't understand. Like Izzy seems like a pretty good dude, bro. Like I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of people that just hate him. And I don't know if it's just because he was so successful recently or what the hell it is, but whatever. To each their own, I guess.
Honey, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. If you're a hater, you're gonna hate. That's just your lifestyle, I guess. But the bottom line really is anybody who's actually hating on Izzy or saying Pereira's actually better or any of that is like no one would even know who he was if it wasn't for Izzy.
Right.
Even
It's true.
even because of the losses from before.
It's true.
No one would know that guy's fucking name if he didn't knock him out twice in kickboxing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he should be, and I think he is actually grateful. I've seen him do an interview where he said Izzy's a warrior and shit. So
Yeah.
it's not like he has no respect for him or he thinks he's a bitch or pussy or punk.
Yeah.
He just wasn't scared of him and he beat him.
Yeah. And after the fight, I saw it it wasn't an interview really. It was like Izzy talking with Pereira, and they were backstage afterward, and like Izzy was telling him and like going through his interpreter and stuff, and like they were showing mad love to each other.
Yeah.
So there was no disrespect there between the two of them at all. Yeah. At all.
Yeah, and it was a good fight. It was a good time. Nice exciting fights. It was good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like to fucking for all the cards to be like that. But yeah, so next weekend's gonna be just a fight night that'll be on ESPN Plus. So that's on. I wouldn't call it free because it is still a subscription, but it's not pay per view. You got a couple of OGs fighting. Clay Guida's gonna fight again, or he was supposed to fight this last week, and I think it got postponed to this week. Mentioned him last week. He's just kind of an old, like 39-20 or some shit. So he's not. Probably not expected to win. He's just doing it either because he loves it or because he needs money or both or whatever. Then you got Edson Barbosa, who's kind of an OG as well. He's going to take on Billy Quarantillo. Billy Q, I've talked about him too. I have a couple of nice cards of his. I think I mentioned him a little bit last week about the tie-dye auto and some other stuff that I picked up real cheap and got graded and got some 10s. And so I'm hoping for him to hit a little streak and maybe do a little flip on some of that action.
Pump it and dump it.
Yes, sir. We got to pump it up. Edson Barbosa's kind of an OG, but let's see. I think his record's 22-11. One of those 66%ers. Kind of. But he's a tough OG, so it is a good stepping stone thing. If you can't beat this guy, you kind of don't really deserve to move up.
Right.
But it is somebody who's worth beating.
Right.
You
and
know.
they've put in 33 fights, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fights. Yeah.
And then the main event, Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. Holloway's the OG for sure. 23-7, been in some brawls, epic stuff. People just love him. He's a super likable guy. Arnold Allen is 19-1 though. He's a youngster. I wouldn't fuck with him.
Right.
So it's one of those kind of make it or shit or get off the pot moments for Max Holloway, and kind of a prove it moment for Arnold Allen. Of course, fortunately for him, he's as being 19-1, he still has plenty of fucking time to lose even a couple of and still be pretty fucking relevant probably.
Right.
There's Holloway
time.
loses, it's kind of
that's a wrap.
it's getting there.
Yeah.
Definitely getting there. He might stick around for a minute, but who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably about it for UFC. I can't wait to get to Pikes Peak this weekend, and maybe we get back early enough, kind of watch some fights. I don't know, I'm freaking zombified lately, but let's see what happens. If they do decide to have a secondary trade night again that night, I probably won't be stopping by.
Yeah.
Just a little beat, and got to save some energy for that big Denver Card Show.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. 2-dayer. Come check it out, man. Yeah, that's all I got for the pod this week, brother. You have anything else you want to hit up?
Actually, I just wanted to bring up our fantasy football league again.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going to just go, let's just go ahead and do it, man. We'll do 10 or 12 teams, hopefully, 8, 10, 12, however many we can fucking get up to 12. I wouldn't want to try and do anything more than that, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
We've got 3 teams taken. Yours truly, Aaron, and we got a third member, OG listener of the pod, said he's totally down. So
Nice.
if anybody wants to get down, we'll do, we can discuss it, figure it out, let us know. It won't be, either we can do a cheap buy-in, winner take all, or first and second. Maybe we will throw in a little something cool. No guarantees what it'll be, but I'll try.
Throw in a nice blaster or something.
A little blaster.
Yeah.
Maybe if depending on who hits it and we know who they PC, maybe we can sneak a couple cards in there, or
Yeah, for sure.
do
That'd be
something
dope.
cool. If either of us win it, we'll do something cool with the money. Or you could keep the money if you fucking win it. Fuck it. But I'm trying to speak for Aaron, but if I win, I don't know. I'll try and give it back somehow. Or,
Yeah, no, for
you know
sure.
what I mean,
Absolutely. Maybe include like a Rare Elements t-shirt or something.
yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna buy myself a gigantic trophy, but it's gonna be sitting right there.
Big old fucking giant.
Oh shit! I forgot to
trophy.
show my last little bit of my show and tell.
Oh, you got some mo?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I meant to bring this up at the beginning of the UFC. So, I've talked about it a few times before. My favorite women's fighter, female fighter, is Thug Rose. She's from Colorado. Met her once actually. She's fucking super dope. Hardly anything else to say except for pick this bad boy up.
That's dope,
I
dude.
picked this up in a deal off of Facebook. It came with I think 4 autos as well. This is a JSA authentication, autograph fight glove. Says 2 times champ, Thug Rose Namajunas. It's pretty dope, bro. For the price that I got it, I have been trying to say that I'm not super into mem anymore, but it came in a frame and everything. I had no idea it was even going to come in this frame, dude. It's this dope frame. It's just hang it on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Shit. I thought it was coming in just like one of those boxes where like the footballs and things come in.
Yeah.
Kind of. So I was going to throw it in the closet. Fucking probably never end up putting it out. But dude, this is fucking sick, dude. I'm so happy I fucking ended up coming across this. Fucking try and post it up. Maybe
You should put it right
yeah,
there.
yeah, right up there behind me. And fucking, I'm going to leave this one in the pod room.
Hell yeah.
In the pod studio.
Fuck yeah. That's sick, dude.
So I think it's fucking
Love that.
dope. And it's the way they got it in there is pretty dope. It bows up in the back just a little bit, but I think it's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
So I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get that hung up, and yeah, that's all.
Cool, man. Cool. So we just want to say thank you guys for giving us some time and coming and hanging out with us on the pod. And we are going to post this up on YouTube as usual. So like and subscribe and give us some comments. Come tell us what you think.
Absolutely.
And give us some reviews on Apple or Spotify or wherever you're listening to it, if it's audio only.
Go click like on a couple videos, even if you didn't watch them.
Yeah, for sure. And come check out the Facebook group. If you want to join, answer the questions, please. That's the thing that a lot of people don't do is they don't
be a scammer.
They don't answer the questions. So we're not going to approve you unless you do. So
you know what I think happens when you do that is if somebody invites you to the group and you click on it and you're not interested and you click leave,
it doesn't. Yeah, they might be right.
So they just maybe weren't interested in joining. Or else they probably would have. They're like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm in enough groups. Or
yeah, that makes sense.
Because I've done that several times, and I didn't answer the questions, and I just left, and I assumed that meant I just didn't want to join anymore.
Just bounced, yeah.
But then I'm still in the group.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
They just must be accepting everybody.
Just approved you. Yeah.
There's a lot of groups that just want to have the high numbers, and they'll just accept everybody. But
right.
You can end up with some fucking bullshit in there if you do that too many times. So
for sure. But yeah, come check out the Facebook group.
Yeah, go sell some cards in there, make a deal.
Absolutely, and check out come holler at our socials or our email address or whatever.
If we can get that Facebook group of over a couple hundred people, we can even probably do some breaks and shit on there, some razzes and all sorts of cool shit. So
yeah, for sure.
Help us out.
For sure. All right, guys, we appreciate you, and we fucking love every last motherfucking one of you. Peace. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next week.
I love you guys.
Peace.